Oh, baby. Ladies and junglemen,
Go.
everybody of the
Support, man.
jungle, you are people of the jungle now. Wonderful. Welcome back. Indeed. Welcome back to Tales from the Dark Rift, episode 7. Fucking. Today's episode is called The Shrine of Irkalla. Okay? Who wants to give us a recap?
So
Cheered.
what's up?
You do it.
Okay, I'll do it. So we started off in Wigley. We talked to the guy about the lore. We found out that Wigley is a weird place. And by weird place, I mean it's a weird place. That's all we know. Something's happening in the city, and so we also the marshal guy. He has a daughter, and we
Yeah.
the trainer, and she hits hard.
Yeah,
And,
how hard? Who
um,
does she make someone appear and do a long metal riff?
So she made a god appear, and he fucking made a riff, and apparently that god appearing is really bad. So that's bad.
So yes.
So and she also leveled up mid training, which was great. We tried to teach her the blade song, and she fucking destroyed the dummy, made it burst into fucking flames and electricity. I forgot to move my mouth.
It happens.
Valis and I forgot who also talked on the rooftop with her. She's also like reverse Gabu, so like
This is not a smite.
She has a very dark and tragic backstory.
yes. We also might be making her join our party or something. And Kikro went to explore. He met an old man. The old man was sketchy. We found out the food is weird in Wigley. We don't touch the food, and that's about it. I think. Did I forget something? Oh man.
No, that's it. Wait, who the fuck is that?
Whoa!
Who the?
Oh, that was beautiful. What's an intro? All right. So, thank you for that lovely introduction, Jid. So we return into this to the session with, I believe it was Marci, Valis, and Zemnis going to the shrine in the Wigless Forest, and Saril and Zell going to the local pub, which is called the Melting Crab.
Yeah, we're going to melt.
The Melting Crab, what an awesome
Melting
name.
Crab. I must ask. I'm gonna have Sekbay tag along to the pub. Probably.
You could just have him going around checking out the shops or something.
I'll have him go to the pub. Just, it's fine.
For fuck's
He'll
sake.
just be like disassociating in the corner.
I think Sheard should take 1d4 smiting damage.
Smiting damage,
Smiting damage.
molding damage. And then the other question I have is Kane. Where you headed?
Yeah, I think I might just tag along.
To the pub.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I'm literally just going to roll a d20, and if it's odd, we're starting with pub. If it's even, we're starting with the shrine.
Okay.
It is a 2, so it is even. We're starting with the shrine. So, Valis, Zemnis, and Marci tagging along behind you. You guys begin like making your way to. Well, actually, you haven't mentioned. Like you said that you were going potentially to the shrine, but I don't think you'd summoned Marci to come with you yet.
No, we hadn't.
So,
Because I totally forgot we should have done that.
yeah. What's the plan, kiddos?
So where are we right now?
You're currently still in the back garden of Levi's house, if I remember correctly.
And where is... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, we should probably be around there.
Yeah.
I don't think we technically were, but...
I'll say that you guys, like, because I think you guys went to the shops for a little. Like, did you go to the shops with them? I don't think you did.
I don't think we went to the
The last
shop.
session we were traveling
so the rest
at the end of it.
had gone to the shops. So what I'm going to just say is, before you left, you could have this conversation with Marci, because that just makes no sense.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, you're about to leave, and then you have the thought.
So yeah, I'm gonna find Marci and ask, we're going to the forest to check out something that I am kind of concerned about.
Okay.
Would you like to come with us?
You see,
We could
Marci,
possibly use a guide.
Yeah. Okay, so you see Marci is currently sat in her room, and she is sat like with that book that she showed you guys before open, and she seems to be looking through it. She kind of looks up to you, listens to what you're saying, and then kind of closes the book, puts it down, kind of like retightens her like fist rags, I guess, and then just kind of goes.
Well,
Heaven.
off we go.
She
What
does
is it?
like grab a notebook as well and a pen, just in case.
What is it that you're exactly concerned about, Valis? Might I ask?
So, you know my freaky psychic shit that I can do?
Mm.
Well, after I went to a shrine in the forest, that's when it started. So I'm a little bit concerned about the shrine. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
You seemed quite alarmed at the mention of the old man with white hair, however. That
Well,
piqued my interest more.
last time I visited here, I visited for a job from the Adventurers Guild. And I met a guy at the edge of the town who asked me to come and investigate. He was in a shack or a hut on the outside of town that looked relatively well designed. It was, a bit down, low tier, but it was a decent shack and it was clearly, livable. I went into the town, I saw people chanting in a language I didn't understand, and, escaped to the forest, found this shrine, everything went dark, I heard voices and saw shit, and then when I went to the shack again, it was destroyed.
You see, I was going to have her like show up a thing, and I was going to just write it down, and then I realized I don't have a pen, and even if I did, I'm pretty sure Discord reverses things, so you'd see things backwards. So she just writes down on her notebook, do you mean Old Timmy?
I don't know, I didn't get his name.
Yes, that would be the gentleman I'm referring to. The one I
She
spoke with.
writes down a little bit underneath. He's nice, usually.
Well,
And then a little bit underneath. Bit forgetful.
it seems like he may not be as much of a threat as we thought. The advice may be good.
I am not too concerned about him being a threat, however. I am sort of worried about the fact that this shack was clearly, livable, and then when I returned to it, it was run down and destroyed, and it looked like no one had been there for multiple years.
Well, we can go investigate, and maybe we will learn a bit more about the why we should not eat from the village.
Seems like a good idea.
He opens the book. What do you mean?
Well, as I was making my way around yesterday, I was informed by someone that people have been acting weird ever since the unsliced bread came into town.
Unsliced bread.
Yes, as we're making our way out, you can see you'll see all the stalls. I'll point them out.
So you're saying it's unsliced, not sliced? Would Valis have any knowledge of the gods of the world, or much knowledge?
Valis would have at least some knowledge, considering. So yes.
I would be aware then that Kataros Listeria is the goddess of sliced bread.
The god of the harvest and perfectly sliced bread, yes.
Okay.
Of
I'm
the
not going to say
harvest,
anything for
sorry.
now, I suppose.
Yep.
Let's,
Marci does like then write down something of like pretty quickly. It takes her a couple seconds, and she shows it to you, and she says, and then she just points in the general direction of somewhere. It says on the page that she's written on, Jester's Wheat, Elijah Phillip. He owns where everybody gets their bread from, the bakery.
maybe we should go and speak to him later then.
Maybe investigate rather than anything. If there truly is something involved with this, I don't think making our presence known would be the best option.
I mean, we'd not want to go in asking about the bridge or anything. We'd just want to have a look around. You can get a lot of information out of someone if you're careful with what you say and don't give anything away.
Fair enough. Shall we then?
So you begin
Let's
walking
head
off.
off then.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, let's head off.
So you begin walking off, and you head down past the town hall, past most of these stalls. A couple of people calling out, "Unsliced bread here! Get your best unsliced bread here!" That kind of stuff generally. And then you find like along near the end where it turns off down the main road. There are a couple more stalls, and there is one specific stall where you see a woman wearing so it's a tiefling woman with like red skin, red horns, and she has like large like yellow eyes with like the pupils of the eyes being like slits this way. And she stood there with like behind the stall, and in the middle of the in the middle of the of her stall, you see she has a crystal ball. She looks over. I have a question. Zemnis, are you currently disguised, or are you?
I am not disguised.
You're not disguised. She looks over to your group and goes, "Ah, travelers. Perfect. Would you like a chance to have me see your future?" She moves her hands gracefully in front of it.
Not scared yet.
It will pass.
Oh,
What's
come
the
on.
cost?
She looks at you. For you all, a gold. For all three of you. Why not?
I kind of turn to Valis and I'm like, what's the harm in a bit of fun?
I do not like fortune tellers.
And I just kind of like pass a gold piece.
She plucks it out of your hand, and then you see her move her hand in front of the like crystal ball kind of deal she has. It looks effectively, for what we would see, like a snow globe. There seems to be some sort of liquid inside the crystal ball, and she moves her hand and you see it swirls many different colors. You see her eyes kind of change color to like a full black for a second and then a full white, and you see her look off and go, "You from far away. You wouldn't have come here without an important reason." She's pointing at you, Zemnis. The reason must be dire. Something horrible has happened, and perhaps worse is yet to come, but there is a beauty in all of it, warmth. You'll find something very important. Maybe you won't find it, but somebody else will. And it will change the way you see everything. And then her eyes go back to normal. Oh, interesting.
Quite so.
Rage, is the shrine in this city to Kratos Listeria? Teteros Listeria?
You don't think it is,
Okay.
because you would know what they generally look like.
Alright.
She then turns to Valis. Her eyes go black again, and then this time they go a pale shade of pink. And she looks off into the distance. An adventurous type. Perhaps you have been to this place before, and this won't be the last time you've come back here. Plenty for you to see across all of Jaskor, but you chose to come here. Why is that? Something brings you back. Something calls you. Yet something isn't exactly what you expect. The future is uncertain for you. Many paths. Some of them lead to anguish, but some of them beauty. I wonder which one you will choose. I have no idea which. Huh. And then her eyes turn back to normal.
This is
Very
going to
intriguing.
sigh and quietly say, I learned absolutely nothing from that.
Perhaps you weren't listening correctly. And then she turns to Marci, and you see her eyes go black, and then they go full red, and you see her just go, death. Only death. There is only death surrounding you. And then her eyes just turn back to normal. That was quite a vision. And you see Marci just stood there like... Perhaps you should all leave. You see she picks up her crystal ball, puts it down under the cart, and begins just packing up her stuff. I think I should leave as well. She begins collecting it all. Marci quickly writes something down on her page. Did I do something wrong? You see written down.
Valis is gonna sigh, and if I wanted a woman to tell me random shit but doesn't actually answer any of my questions or help me at all, I would just go to sleep, because I have one of those that speaks to me in my dreams.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, Marci. Knowing your future, think about it. Knowing your future would not change it. So,
Some people say it can, but I don't really believe in the
You see
future and fortunes anyway.
You see the tiefling
Well-
woman, after collecting her stuff, like, turns to the rest of you and goes, you should stay very far away from her. That's what I'd tell you. And then she just begins walking off with her shit. Literally.
well, if you think about it, the future can only happen in one way. If it would know that you are going to change your course of action upon knowing your future. So therefore, the result is always the same.
It
Do not-
depends. It depends if you consider fortune tellers as omnipotent. And I do not.
Marci
So
turns
you
Anyway.
prove my
around.
point.
Marci turns around as you guys begin to, like, collect yourselves, and she just flips the fortune teller, the bird, as she walks away.
Uh,
I think we should continue then.
we should.
Um,
And I'd like to
Although the thing
reestablish
with the
my
color
dislike of
changing,
fortune tellers.
the color changing eyes was very intriguing to see. I've never seen that before.
roll me an Arcana check.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're not exactly sure how she does that. Seems a bit weird,
Pretty sure Zemnis could do it with illusions.
potentially.
Can I like use minor illusion to try and change it? And just
Yeah, you do, but then, like, as you move your head slightly, the minor illusion doesn't really come with you as well as you'd like.
I'll just stay perfectly still. Like,
It's perfectly still, and your eyes change. Yeah.
That is
yeah.
very unnerving.
I think what's more unnerving is me making my eyes red, and as I walk, they're slowly trailing behind me.
A little bit. But yeah.
Well,
so-
anyway,
So you begin moving off towards where you think the shrine is. As you, like, turn the final corner to around the area where you would. I hate that, like, one of my screens just flashes. So you basically follow the way around, going straight until the end. You see a couple of buildings off to the right, and then you see that the road leads off, and about, like, 50 or so feet away, it just becomes into, like, the road just leads directly into the forest. As you look down the road, you do see on the right there does seem to be some sort of shack. There seems not like, for you, Valis, it doesn't seem anywhere near as bad disrepair as it, like, once was. It seems in quite good repair, actually. Seems like it's quite, like, in like a nice condition. But, like, it's still, like, just a random shack on the corner of the street. Are you guys just continuing past it and into the forest?
Is it like closed off, like as in can't see the inside?
So the shack seems, like, mostly closed off. There seems to be, rather than actual, like, glass or anything for windows, there are, like, physical, like, holes for windows, right?
I kind of peek inside and ask if Timmy is there.
You peek inside and you see that this shack is quite small. It's like about 10 foot by 10 foot, and you see there's literally enough space for like a bed and then like a couple of like extra like things all around, like just randomly around. There's like a table. There's like and you see like off to the side of it there'd be like a little fireplace, kind of like, by that I mean like a place where you would have put a fire pit effectively, on the outside. And you see Timmy like as you like poke your head in through the window, you see that old Timmy is kind of like slowly moving himself up. What can I do for you, boy?
Yes, do you remember? Well, no, you do not remember me exactly. And I kind of move behind the wall, use disguise self, and like pop my head around again.
You see he kind of looks at you. I'm sorry, I have no idea who you are.
Well, that is no worry. Our introduction was very brief. You forage mushrooms out in the forest, correct?
Yeah, I do.
Are there any good spots you might be able to tell me of, if there is enough to go around? That is.
If you walk past the shrine for about a couple minutes, you'll find some. There's look for the ones that are pink, not red. Red ones are poisonous. The pink ones are good though.
Pink, not red.
Yeah.
Can you
will
point us in
you?
the direction of the shrine?
You just go. You'll see it on the side of the road if you go down the road. That
Will
way.
you happen to be going picking mushrooms anytime soon? Might I ask?
The best time is just before sunrise, usually. So then.
What time is it now?
It's like,
Isn't it like really early?
yeah, it's like just hit midday, I think. Considering the training was early in the morning, and then people
Yeah.
have like gone to the pub at this point, so about midday.
Well, if there's any chance, I'll pick some mushrooms and I can share with you, because I would quite enjoy having a chat.
Thank you very much. What's your name, kind fellow?
Zemnis.
Zem. So I'm Old Timmy.
Pleasure.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
So, in about how much can I expect you there, if that's alright?
What exactly do you mean?
I was going to pick some extra mushrooms that I could
Yeah.
share with you, if you'd be so kind as to come out to have a chat with me.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good right now. Head's a bit fuzzy and all.
Mm.
Maybe in a couple hours when I get it, I need a bit of rest, I think.
No worries. If I am not there, you can. If I am not there within a few hours' time, I will say something along the way back, or leave a note of some sort.
All right. Thank you.
And I just okay.
You guys continue off. As you continue off, you do see Marci kind of opens her book and writes in, like you see written on the page, seems like it's one of his off days.
Could it be? Must be like a red mushroom, maybe by accident.
Shall we?
You see her write a
keep
second.
walking?
Think the red mushrooms would kill you.
Well,
Oh,
just
that
an
sounds
off day, I
useful.
guess.
So are we heading into the forest now?
I guess so. Cool.
Okay. As we head into the forest, I am going to. Okay, never mind. My character sheet wasn't loading for whatever fucking reason. I'm going to cast Psychic Whispers. Once I remember how to roll a fucking d6.
Alrighty. Cool.
So I get Psychic Whispers for 2 hours.
2 hours. Cool.
Okay. I've Psychic Whispered.
You hear like as soon as it's on in your head. Oh, so this is happening again. Okay, cool.
Shall we get going then?
I guess, sure. Lead the way and stuff. I've been to the shrine before, but I mean, you wanted to show me something there, right? So
I wanted to have a look around and check it out.
yeah,
I'm
think
not too
it's-
sure what I'd find there,
I
but
think it's mostly disused now. Haven't seen anybody go down there once we've been here.
you go then.
Okay.
Right, so
So you guys begin off towards the shrine, and then we're going to cut back to the pub for a second.
you're right.
Cool. So it is Zell, Kane, Zarel, and Sekbei go into the crab.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys basically walk your way down past the town hall, straight down, and you see the melting crab at the end of the like the road. You see like the sign outside is like a silver crab that seems to look like it's melting, and then like the words "melting crab" just like written out in like white paint underneath. The door is already open, and it's not like super big, but it seems vaguely spacious.
Okay. Just a reminder, Zell is still disguised self as Jeremy.
Yes. This is true.
Cool.
So you
She's
guys
gonna
literally
follow-
just left from Cornucopia, most of you, I believe.
Yeah.
So you
and
literally
headed to
come
the
out,
pub.
and it's like straight on your right, on your left. Like you're leaving Cornucopia, and it's on your left across the road.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. So Zell's just gonna walk in, or
Mhm.
Joan's just gonna walk in and just stand at the entrance. Like what she's doing is just looking around because she's never seen a pub or a bar before.
Mhm.
So she's just looking around and taking it all in with her eyes. And yeah.
So you kind of will make your way to the entrance. You see an old, give me 1 second. You see like an old, like old orc man. He doesn't look like super old, but he looks like he's in like his like 40s, 50s. A little bit larger on the side, like on the larger side. He has hair like basically in a strip around here. It's kind of mostly white. You see like he has like a small scar on his face down here. And he like the place seems kind of it's quite nice. It's kind of small. There's like a bunch of chairs and tables around in various places, but on also all of the different tables, you see what looks like a little like bottle. It's almost like a little ink bottle, effectively, for like us to understand what we're looking at. And in the ink bottle, you see like there are like it's some sort of oil and like these sticks sticking out of it. And at like the main table, you see he like at the main like front the bar basically. You see he's kind of sat there, and you see him holding what looks like a large like kettle, effectively like a pot, like a
Is this still the orc guy?
yeah. This is the orc guy.
Okay, cool.
Like a it looks like it's made of some sort of like greenish looking stone, and you see that there's like vague like water vapor smoke coming out of the like the spout basically.
Yeah.
And you see him pour himself a small like little green stone cup worth of this liquid. He looks up to you and goes, "Oh, Jeremy, it's good to see you. Would you like a glass of soothing jasmine tea today?"
Yeah, mate, yeah. And then
Come,
so
come.
just go sit down next to him.
Yeah, he like sees the group of people behind you, and he says, "Oh, what an interesting group of travelers, I assume."
Adventurous travelers, yeah. I met them just outside the
Adventurers.
city. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Don't get adventurers around these parts too often anymore.
No, so yeah, I thought I'd just show them around,
Hmm.
How you doing, Wallace?
Oh, forgetting my name already. I mean, I've only been here a couple of months, but that hurts me, Jeremy.
It's still,
Hurts me.
just it's just a little back and forth, a little jokey joke, you know what I mean?
Of course. It's a worry, of course.
Oh, it's close enough.
Close. Okay. What about the rest of you? Would you like some jasmine tea? The tea's on the house. The drinks and stuff later. That's the stuff that costs the real money.
Why not? If it's free.
Well, the first one at least. I can't be giving up too much handouts. Still need to make some money.
Oh, worry.
Mm.
Yeah.
He kind of pours out like a couple of glasses of like it's like a literally a shot glass worth of tea, and like you can see that it's like no, there's no milk or in anything in it or anything, but you can see like the tea leaves at the bottom, and it looks like it's a vague pink kind of color, which is kind of a bit odd considering usually tea is not pink. But he pours out like enough for each of you, one shot glass each, and you see he's like sat there slowly drinking his. So, would you like to introduce all of yourselves? I'm very interested to meet adventurers.
Well, you already know me, so I just leave it up to these two.
Hmm.
Well, my name is Kane. Nice
Hmm.
to meet you.
Ah, got two elves so far away from home. Interesting.
Yeah.
And what about you? He points to Sarel.
Well, hello. Yeah, we're quite far away from home, though me and the other elf don't come from the same place.
Hmm.
We're just here on some business.
Of
Um,
course, of course.
Say, um, just keep this between me and you, okay?
Okay.
Is this town weird?
I mean, it used to be weirder of like when I was first here a couple of years ago. But it's a little bit odd in some ways, yes.
In what way exactly?
Some of the people are a little bit forgetful. But otherwise, for the most part, they're nice, good people, I would just think.
Okay. Do you eat the food in this town?
For the most part, yes. I would say so.
Have you ever forgotten something? Like you said, forgetful.
I don't think I have really, no. Though I must admit my diet seems to be mostly mushrooms and meat at this point, rather than anything else.
Mushrooms and meat. Okay. Do you know maybe who we could talk to if you want to know more about this town?
I mean, the mayor, perhaps? I guess.
Right.
Hmm. I mean, I would have told you to go talk to John Hilda, but, alas, he passed recently.
Yeah, we've heard. We've attended the funeral, kinda.
Of course.
Yeah,
Hmm.
sucks for him.
You see, he looks towards Jeremy. Such a shame, wasn't it, Jeremy? Such a shame.
Yeah. And have you heard of his daughter, Bailey? Yeah, she's running a charity fund. So like if you've got any money you'd like to scrounge up, just go drop it by the mayor. He's collected it out for her. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll see
You
what I
don't
can
you don't
do.
have to, but any donations appreciated.
Times are a little bit tough right now, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that's true. But any donation, right? So yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Say, do you know where we could find the mayor right now?
I mean, he should just be in the town hall. Otherwise, I doubt I would know where to find him.
And one more thing. Do we know where John died? What John died from?
He fell out of a tree, I believe, that he was trying to cut down.
That's an odd way to die.
Yeah, you can't really die from falling off a tree.
Well, I don't know.
Why was he
couple days
cutting it
ago.
down?
I mean, he's a lumberjack, or he was,
Ah.
at least.
Okay, it kind of makes sense.
I believe it was either that he fell out of a tree, or the tree fell on him, or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure.
That's kind of suck.
I was
Well-
never that close with him, unfortunately. Wish I
Yeah,
was.
well, Thank you for your information, regardless.
Who found him?
I'm not sure actually. I think that'd be a question for maybe Jeremy. Jeremy, do you know who found him?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't here at the time. I was in
Ah.
patrol. So yeah.
Always off with the boys, I see. Of course.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because he owed me, he owed me a little bit of money here and there, but I
Really?
can't collect it off his dead body. Yeah,
I don't think he was the kind to owe people money, to be honest.
Well, you'd be surprised, sometimes you don't know somebody fully, I'll get around, so I know people a good amount, but yeah, we'll leave it at that for now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, how have you been doing?
I've been good. Been good. I don't know. It's a bit odd recently, but otherwise I've been pretty fine.
Yeah, has there been any sort of like conspicuous or saucy type of rumors going around?
Well, couple of the locals have been having a little bit of issue with the new person who's kind of set up shop outside. She should just be a couple of like stores along. Grace, she tells people's fortunes.
All
Oh.
right.
Have they ever are they confirmed to be true?
I have no idea. I've never got a fortune from her.
I just kind of look towards you. You wanna visit Grace to see?
Yeah, but I was going to get a few drinks first and just see how that goes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Can we get around? I'll pay.
Okay, yes, sure.
Just any ale you have.
What? Well, I have mostly whiskey and ale, to be honest.
Oh, give me some whiskey.
Whiskey, I can do that.
Does it come with ice?
Ice is difficult to get around these parts. You'd be more likely to get it up in Frostshine, to be honest. Bit far away.
Oh
well. Give me a second. Okay. He looks to you and goes, are you getting whiskey for all of them?
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind.
It's about a silver a shot. That's it.
Give each of us 3 shots.
3 shots. Wow. Okay. See, he grabs a large bottle and he pops the top of the bottle and then just pours out 3 shots for each of you.
Yeah, I tossed him a gold coin.
Yep. Ooh, okay.
You can keep the change.
Keep the change. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You realize how much that is, right?
I mean, that's 9 silver. No?
It's. And you see him pause for a second. 4 of you. 3 shots each. 12 silver? Wait. My maths. Wait, I think you owe me more. Wait.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I came.
Why don't we roll for this against his intelligence?
That's rude.
Wait. Okay. Do you usually forget how to calculate, or do you just don't know how to calculate?
No, maths is just not my strong suit, to be honest.
I gave him 2 more silver. Here you go.
Thank you. He pours them all out. I must warn you as well, though. This is Firebrand whiskey.
That's fine. We can handle our alcohol. No worries.
No, I know. It's just the way the Firebrand whiskey works. You're going to want to breathe out like a dragon after you take the shot. Okay? I mean, Jeremy obviously knows this. He's been doing it for a while.
In fact, I'm almost a little bit insulted. Like,
Oh,
I
interesting.
know how to handle.
Well,
I mean, maybe the adventurers don't.
Oh well. let's try it. I just pop a shot.
Okay. Yeah. So are you following his advice, or you're not?
I'm just normally popping a shot.
What's your Constitution modifier?
Oh dear.
Modifier?
Yes.
3.
3. Okay, cool. So this first one, you kind of like feel the burn down your throat. It's quite a nice warm burn, and then as you breathe out, you feel like this breath of warmth coming out of you, and your entire body warms up with it. But you get this feeling that like if you didn't breathe out in the way that you did, it would have burnt your throat a lot more, and it would be like mildly painful to a point where you might cough or something. But you feel quite okay about it. It's not the worst experience in the world.
No, this is an interesting whiskey. Not quite the quality I'm used to, but it's all right. It's all right.
Imported from Torgas. Good stuff.
All right, guys, let me show how it's done.
I
And
go for it.
can I make a roll for success? I don't know what it'd be.
So what exactly are you trying to do?
Take the shot and not die.
Take the
or
shot
like,
and not die.
Not like spit back up because Zell's never drunk before.
What is your Constitution modifier?
You do? Oh no.
Oh no.
Constitution. Oh, 2.
2. Okay. So are you following his advice, or are you just winging it?
Following his advice.
So it is quite the burn for you, having not experienced this before, and it kind of burns all the way down your throat and down into your stomach and like kind of warms you up, and then you exhale and you feel this deep heated breath leaving from your body. But like for the instant like drinking of it, it just feels like surprisingly hot, and it feels like you feel the burn down your throat, but it's not like insanely like horrible.
Yeah.
You don't think?
So after taking it, Jeremy kind of looks like you know when you give a lemon to a baby and they can't figure out what they're tasting.
Mhm.
It's like that for a bit until Zell composes herself again. It's like, yeah, Gordon fucking Bennett, that shit is fucking fantastic. Thanks, Rory.
Yes, it is. A little bit expensive, but I think it's the good stuff mostly. And then he looks down to the Sek Bay and goes, "You haven't spoken much. Interesting to see kobolds around these parts." And you see him go, "Yeah, yes, I'm from a little bit of a faraway place. A tiny bit more intelligent than some of my brethren, but for the most part, we're still good people. You know." Takes his drink. That was refreshing. Oh, good. Good to hear that you guys are enjoying the alcohol. Is there anything else that you wanted to know about this area, or anything else?
There's a few things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do people from Avendor come here often?
That's where the elves are from, right? Yes, no, we don't get very many elves around these parts. Rather rare. Especially to see two in the same place. Oof. That is quite the sight, to be honest. Fake.
I'm sorry for what I just did. I'm gonna go out of character for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But take a look in the Discord.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Oh,
He's been possessed by an elder god.
yes.
Okay.
I would like to PvP Kane.
Anyways,
That was terrifying. I didn't even have to
Kane?
take over his brain for it.
so
Just killing Kane for no reason.
You know, I would like to PvP Zimnes even, just to be on the safe side.
Wait, why?
because I'm pretty sure you've got some elder god
The real
living
life,
rent-free in your head.
the real life player has been taken over by an elder god. Yes.
yeah, and
One of the old ones. The
My
true
beard
old gods.
turns into tentacles.
are there any jobs here to do for adventurers, or like anything that the town needs help with?
I mean,
Technically,
you're-
there should be a place.
if you're looking for that, I assume that you're probably best off talking to the marshal, to be honest. He'd be the one to be giving anything like that. No, I think it's been quite quiet around here, these parts recently. Like, no
Well-
real problems.
That's always good. That's good.
Hmm.
Also, I take another shot.
Okay. This one seems to burn a little bit more than the last one, but you hold it pretty steadily.
This whiskey is strong. I don't think I have anything else I want to ask about the city.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. That was a bit of a slip of the tongue before. Before, when I said go visit the mayor for Bailey's charity fund, I meant the marshal.
Oh, the marshal, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's it, though.
I would
Yeah.
trust the marshal a little bit more. I think the mayor's beginning to get a bit forgetful as well these days. A bit old, I assume.
Interesting. Well, yeah. Thanks for that. Anybody else got anything, or are we just moving on up?
You see, he looks towards Kane and then goes, "You've been rather quiet."
Yeah, no, I just don't feel like drinking whiskey at like midday.
Hey, man.
That's fair enough.
To each their own.
That's understandable.
Say, do you sell any cigarettes here?
If you're going to for cigarettes, you might want to go to the general store. I think they might have anything similar. It's he kind of points out the entrance to the left. It's called Made with Love.
Yeah. Well,
Also, Worry, one more thing. Do you sell any like wine or beers?
We have ale, but not so
Ale,
much
right.
wine.
And how much would that sell for?
I mean, it'd be about a copper piece, a glass, something like
Right.
that.
So, do you have change for like one whole gold piece?
I probably do, considering this lovely gentleman has just given me enough silver to do that. Probably.
Yeah, he did, innit? All right. So Jerry flips him a coin.
Mhm.
And then she waits for the ale.
Yeah. So he gives you. It's going to be 9 silver and 9 copper. Back, and then he pulls out a tankard and pours an ale. It's kind of a little bit warm, but it's there.
Thanks.
Great bit.
All
right. Okay, I think we're going to switch back to the other thing now.
Yeah,
A
go
little
for
bit. So, as you guys are like making your way along, you kind of get to a point where you see that the trees kind of open up a little bit. It's not like a huge amount, but you see like right next to the road, the road is made mostly of gravel, and then there seems to be like an obvious section of where it turns to stone, and there's like a stone pathway made of like effectively cobblestone, I guess, like lots of little like stone, like just like circular, like vaguely rounded stone pavement. Effectively, all of the stones are like vaguely rounded at the edges, and they kind of make a pathway towards not a short, long one, only like 20 feet or so, slightly into the forest. Then you see that like behind the like a couple of trees are like either side of this this pathway, and the pathway leads directly into what looks like this a set of stone like on the floor that kind of like makes a ring around almost, and like makes a circular area with like these large 4 stone pillars on either like at every corner, and in the middle you see a stone statue of a woman who is holding her hands up like this. She seems to be wearing like effectively a dress that kind of just covers like effectively the bare minimum, and the sides are like empty. You can see her like thighs pretty handily, and she's holding up 2 things. Like she seems to be holding up something, but there's nothing in either of her hands, and one of her hands, a couple of the fingers are just missing as well. As you're looking across it, you do begin to notice very quickly that the stone pillars on the floor, like at the front and the back, seem to like one of them is like part of it's just completely missing, broken down. One of them like has like cracks along it, and there seems to be like ivy growing its way up the stone pillars and across the floor, and part of it has made its way up her right leg. And you, Valis, know you are back at the shrine.
Okay, this is the place. Last time I was here, I stepped inside. And when I stepped outside, everything went dark. So you two should stay here, I think.
I was intending on it.
I'm going to enter the shrine and have a look around.
You begin walking your way like forward a couple of steps. It's only about 20 foot of pathway up to it. You walk up to where the shrine apparently appears to like begin, and you see the stones kind of swirl around. Effectively, they don't like physically swirl, but like I mean like the way that the stones are placed make a swirl like kind of design towards the center, and the smaller stones are in the middle and the bigger stones are on the outside. There is ivy like grown into the like in between sections between a bunch of this stone, and you look towards this like figure standing there, and as you step over the threshold into the shrine, nothing happens.
Can I investigate inside the
Roll an
shrine?
investigation check.
Wait, do we see Valis where he is, or?
Yeah, he's just standing there. He's just
Oh, okay.
kind of taking a look around. You see him take a couple of minutes to make a quick like loop around, look around the outside. Eventually, like around the like not the outside, but the inside of this section where all the stone and the ivy make its way around, and then the like main body figure. As you're like looking around, by the way, Valis, you're like taking a look at this statue, and you hear a voice in your head. Are you sure you're not taking a little bit too long looking at that, Valis? I know she has a nice arse, but
Would I recognize the statue?
roll me a religion check, please.
Is that Mariska?
No, that was not Mariska.
That was
Sounded-
Similar voices.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep them somewhat separate, but it's hard to not slip into Mariska sometimes when I'm trying to do Marci. Kind of chose
You
this
can
for
just-
myself. You have no idea who the shrine is of.
Okay, can I investigate like the base of the statue and stuff?
Yes. The statue appears to be stood on just the base, like on the floor. And as you're looking around, the things that you find odd that you notice with your 19 is that in between the stones is the only place that the this like ivy is growing. These vines, effectively, and they don't seem to be growing over the stones. And they seem to have wrapped their way in like a circular motion up her leg, like finishing on the outside. But they kind of like it's surprisingly thick, and you'd expect that it would have grown further. And to have like this much ivy grow like around this area, you think it's been at least a couple of months since anybody's bothered to get rid of the ivy.
Can I use one of my knives, use one of my daggers to like try and dig out some of the ivy
Mhm.
from inside, like in between the cracks in the stone?
Yeah, you kind of dig out a little bit of ivy. You cutting a piece off and just. Or...
I'm just sort of trying to dig out, see what's under it and stuff.
Valis,
Yeah.
you said last time you came here is when these psionic things started occurring, correct?
Yes.
Have you tried speaking to the statue?
I could try that. I'm going to end Psychic Whispers then
Okay.
and use one of my psionic die to cast it again.
Post
try and
psionic
connect-
whispers for me. Psychic whispers.
Even shit I roll, but doesn't really matter. That's just for time. Can I try and connect to the statue?
Can you roll? Can you post the actual text, the psychic whispers for me, please?
I mean, I don't think it would be able to, like...
Just post it anyway. I wanna take a read real quick. I was within 1 mile. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So you like extend your connection to the statue, and you try to find something to grasp, like a mind to connect to in the statue, near the statue, related to the statue, and you get no response.
Can't seem to connect to a statue, so it seems to be a fairly ordinary statue. I would like to attack the statue with a Psychic Blades attack.
Okay. You summon a psychic blade. Where are you aiming?
I will throw two.
Mhm.
I'll throw the psychic blades at the head and the offhand at the heart.
Can you roll both of them for me? Okay.
Oh, that's a crit. Fucking hell. Okay.
Okay. I need to roll something now. Okay. Can you roll another psychic blades for me? The normal one, not the offhand.
Was normal.
I assume a 22 hits your AC.
Yes.
Okay. So as you see, Valis summons these two blue psychic blades. He throws one at the head and then one at the heart. And can you both roll a perception check for me? Okay.
The other person here is Marci, so.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
me
need
as well.
you.
A high rolling one.
Okay. Both of you notice, to varying degrees, something is off. Valis, as you look towards the head, you see a brief shimmer of color for a second, and then you see your psychic blade hit something and just reflect, and it hits you in the shoulder for the 11 psychic damage.
Okay. That's a fucking lot, actually.
Zemnis, you see something, or like you see very briefly a shimmering next to Valis's body, and then you see something shimmering, like the shimmering move its way up the statue very briefly, and then you see him summon the blade and throw it towards the head of the statue, and then you see the blade just kind of reflect off something, and you see the thing that's like there shimmer for a second, and for a split second you see something like vaguely, how do I want to explain this? You see a flash of something that is a color. You're not exactly sure. The color is like black for the most part, like on top of the head of the this statue, right? Clinging to it, but you can't see exactly what it is. But you saw something.
I would like to throw a regular knife at the head of the statue.
Valis, are you sure
roll for
you
it.
wish to do that?
I mean, I'm not going to put it. I'm not going to do it slowly. I'm going to do it like instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
That
You
misses.
throw the knife towards it, and you see it just clatter past its head, hit one of the stones, like things at the back. It is at this point, Valis, that you hear in your head, "This one is not an enemy. This one is a friend. Friend."
Valis will stop. Can I try and psychic whispers again? And psychic whispers the creature?
It appears that you are connected by psychic whispers already.
Okay, then I'm going to ask, who and what are you?
Once assassin, no longer.
Then you know of the library?
I know of. I'm its keeper. This one keeps it, the great one. Yes.
So, what connection does this place have to the library?
This one does not travel through your plane easily. This one uses other realm. Other realm connected here. Exists both here and other realm at the same time. Lets this one watch you without being noticed.
I see. So, why was I picked by the library? Was it luck? Pure chance?
This one finds your questions stupid. This one will not respond to your questions.
Okay.
The Great One works in many ways. We must give ourselves wholly to the Great One as its dominion. Yes.
Is the Great One the library then?
What you call the library, this one calls the Great One, yes.
So if you were an assassin once, I assume you are the same, or were the same as the current assassin?
Before. That one. Pink. That one calls me first.
Hmm. Do you have a name?
Perhaps this one had a name once. But my people, this one's people, gone. This one is all that is left. You, Zemnis, see Valis standing there, staring intently, after just throwing like a couple psychic blades and a dagger, and then one of the like psychic blades bouncing back at him and hitting him in the shoulder, and him going like,
Well, I told him to speak to the statue, I believe. We wait now.
Marci shrugs.
And I just kind of use mage hands to give him a pat on the shoulder. Just double check he's okay.
Alice will, turn around, flip him a quick thumbs up. I'm very confused right now.
This one is often confused. This one chooses to not bother with confusion. Thoughts may be simple or not. This one chooses simple thoughts. Leave the thoughts to the Great One.
Seems to raise more questions than answers. Can I ask what your species is? What you are?
This one, what it is does not translate well into that one's brain.
T. Okay,
This one reveals itself next time you are within the confines of the Great One.
Okay, I will speak to you then, I suppose.
Pink One said it was hard to connect to that one right now. This one suggests caution.
Do you know anything about Wigley?
This one's thoughts do not extend to that one's people's towns any longer.
Have any knowledge of the green eyes or the language they were speaking?
This one is not sure.
Okay.
This one is simply a tool of the Great One.
Valis is going to go and pick up the knife he threw.
You go pick it up. This
Well-
one's words always enter the mind, but not the ear. Those others will not know of me unless that one explains.
Would you want me to tell them? Want me to not tell them?
It matters not. Just as I enter the mind, I also leave it briskly.
Then I think I'm going to go for now. It was nice talking to you.
This one suggests caution once again.
I will take that into consideration.
You see like a brief pulse of like color for a second, and then you feel like a visible you feel a physical like cutting off of a connection.
I have no fucking clue what just happened. Okay, you two are probably gonna want answers, and I don't really blame you. I was speaking to something. I don't really know what it was.
Mhm. I
Uh,
believe Marci's asking what was up with all the daggers.
I can make daggers that attack things' minds. Look. I watched you punch a training dummy and make it explode this morning.
Yes, and you threw psionic daggers at a statue that caused something black to flash with some silver lining. So would you care to further elaborate?
As I said, I was speaking to a creature. The creature was what the dagger hit, and this is the first time I've been hit by something like that, and I don't actually know how to describe it. It hurt, but it also didn't hurt.
Yes, and did you speak about the weather, where how the grass grows?
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh. Oh.
Or what you got? 17. Okay. You feel, as he's just mentioned what he's been talking about, you feel the words beginning to leave your mind. Almost. Like for as he's talking about this thing. It's not like they're not there, but it feels like there's almost a small blank. Like something slightly missing for a
Okay.
second. But after you concentrate for a second, you can still remember this thing.
So what was it exactly?
I don't know. I asked and it didn't tell me.
I feel as if I'm getting a bit of a headache.
I feel like that's a lot recently. I'd hoped to get some answers here, but now I just have more questions. I am not very happy about that.
So I apologize, but could you recap again the important things?
So, as I mentioned, I've mentioned the assassin area. This creature apparently was an assassin before her, which seems to be some sort of agent of the library. But I'm not sure it's actually a library anymore.
She
I've
pulls up her book, and you just see, "You're friends with assassins? What the fuck?"
Well, I don't know if she's actually an assassin or not, but she claimed to be her name was the assassin.
I've never actually asked this, but Mariska, have you ever heard anything about
Poof. Onto your
the
shoulder.
library and some library of answers and assassins and
Great one.
Okay, so you're opening a can of worms that I don't think you want to open just yet.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that can of worms is very much open for me.
Oh, for you, for sure. But I don't think this is a can of worms that he specifically needs open anytime soon.
me?
Yes. You see, how do I put this? It's one of those things where, some things like to be hidden, and if you don't have them be hidden, and then you know about them, they tend to have a bit of a know that you know. Does that make sense?
So what you're saying is they would know I know and try to make me not know.
Probably, yeah. And I don't think their methods of making you not know are good for anybody here.
I should
Well,
probably
that
stop
explains the
talking
headache.
about this then.
I don't think it's as bad considering you're a dumb fuck and you know jack shit. But if I was to tell you some of the stuff that I knew, either of you, it'd probably be a bad thing, you know?
Well,
Probably find out eventually.
All I'm gonna tell you is whatever you're dealing with, it's old.
I
Older
think
than
I
a
worked
lot of
that out.
things.
so what I'm understanding is this is your thing, Valis. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I miss. Oh, I want to speak to Con. Oh, fucking hell, I wish Conway was here.
Well,
Okay.
I had to go pick some mushrooms.
Valis is like
Your business
very
is done here.
clearly not happy about this.
Do I see him? So I see him not happy about it.
Mhm.
It's very apparent to everyone in the area.
I'll pat his shoulder with mage hand again.
You see, Marci writes in her book again, and you see like she puts it in front of your face. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but whatever you need, if you need some help or anything, I'll do what I can to help.
Appreciate the offer. I think the best thing for me to do now is probably see if I can forget this stuff and hopefully wake up from a dream. I'm going to go and get drunk.
Marci nods. Right.
Well, I am going
Points it
to
towards
pick some
Zenmus.
mushrooms.
You want me to come
Yeah.
help you, or should I just follow Valis?
I would appreciate an extra hand.
She nods. Then she writes very quickly in the book again to Valis. Don't get too destroyed.
The intention.
I kind of turned to Marci. We can join them after.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna take a 10-minute break, so
Okay.
people can
Alright, sounds
prepare
good.
for the clusterfuck that is going to happen soon. I'm sure the inevitable clusterfuck.
When you say soon, are we going to have a time to like rest and stuff beforehand?
Oh,
Like
then
in-game.
Maybe
I have
maybe
no
you
idea
shouldn't-
what the clusterfuck is.
I don't know.
That's the problem.
Does Cthulhu say, I take a little nap before I come destroy reality? Yeah.
I mean, it is doing that. It is asleep. But anyway, I am going to get drunk regardless, and pray nothing comes too quickly.
10 minutes. Good luck. Godspeed. Just gonna turn my camera off real quick.
Are we muted on stream now, or?
Nope. Feel free to continue talking random shit and stream can
Listen,
enjoy.
let's get Rage banned on Twitch.
I
No.
will kick you from this campaign so fucking fast.
But will it be fast enough?
No.
Depends. Let's drop Game Awards and find out.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. I'll be back in like 8 minutes.
Go for it.
Hmm.
There's a fucking hair on my fucking face.
I have a bit of an important question.
What's up?
Where's the egg? I think we all just kind of.
I think we left it.
We've left it probably in front of a fucking fireplace at the Marshalls.
I think we did, yeah.
So the marshal is just vibing with a wyvern egg in front of his fireplace.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, who put a purple band on the dragon egg?
Mm.
That fixes it a bit.
What? Wait, I'll add some cool design to the fucking purple band. I don't know what the fuck it is, but sure.
I'm gonna be right back
let's-
in seconds.
Oh, everyone's fucking off.
I mean, I'm here. I'm just like doing something right now. I mean, I can talk, I guess, yeah.
What are you working on?
I gave you a chance to find out.
DN. Oh, are you? Why are you? Why did you ask me to do that?
Because
Why did you ask me to do that? I don't care if Disco asked for it. Like, what the fuck? Is he making? Are you making some fucking sort of love points compilation of people doing that?
It's a just that this is going to be funny. I want you to do it so you can screenshot it and I can meme it.
Why? No, I'm not. No, you are not memeing me making that face. Why would you want to? What? I'm so fucking confused. I need to fucking make symbols on egg. Not symbols, but why can't I zoom in further? Oh, 250.
Oh.
There we go. Hello, Rage.
Hello there.
Shield's asking me to do weird things.
Oh dear.
Things which I will not do. I'm very terrified.
Shake your booty.
Oh, it's worse than that.
Okay. That's some good cock.
Huh?
What?
Simran, I had a question,
Yeah, what's up?
and it's been bothering me for quite a while. What the fuck is 91 gold, take away 9 silver, take away 9 copper? I couldn't figure out the maths.
So
Why?
gold is 10 silver.
Because wouldn't it be
It's tens.
410, take away 99, and you just convert that back to whatever it is?
You just get rid of 1 gold.
Yeah.
And add 9 copper, 9 silver.
Okay, so I was right the first time. Should have
Yep.
believed in myself.
Still can't believe I lost 11 fucking health points because I rolled a 6 on that roll. I've used up all my fucking luck. I got a crit. Every one of the attacks hit. I rolled really fucking high on like everything. Like that crit was actually an insane fucking roll. I rolled fucking 6. I rolled a d6 and got a 6. I rolled a second d6 and got another fucking 6. And
Okay.
I got another 6 and another d6. Like, it goes all my fucking luck.
Whatever that purple band was on around our wyvern egg, it now has dragon shouts written on it.
I see.
Oh my god.
Man, this wyvern's gonna be fucking OP.
This wyvern's gonna have frost breath, slow time, fucking dragon rend, fucking and what was it? What was it? Wait, I gotta read it
Just goes Fusroda.
again.
and
And
you're dead.
fucking and animal allegiance.
Or hopefully it won't be born.
Yo, anyone hungry for some breakfast?
You know what I mean?
Jax
What?
sure is.
The eggs are gonna be so. The egg is gonna be so good. Your burps are gonna be dragon shouts.
That'd be frick.
I mean, if we if
Fucking
this
Fusro-
if this wyvern is female, they should continue to lay eggs, and we can sell wyvern eggs. They won't be fertilized, but we can sell them.
Yeah,
Or
but
we
then you
can
get
eat them.
Okay, bring it back.
then Valis gets his wyvern.
Infinite food? What?
Yeah, see that?
You
more
sure
like-
that's
yeah.
how it works?
I mean, I assume they work similar to chickens.
See, when you
Ah,
say
yes.
that sounds like quite an assumption.
Just very large, very angry chickens with giant poisonous tails.
Because, of course, the giant dragon should be related to real life chickens. Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Mhm.
Why don't we just
To
take
be
away
fair,
that
though,
poison? You know.
Dinosaurs, modern day
Speaking
dinosaurs are
of
fucking
wyverns
We
creepy.
should make
laying
them chicken
eggs,
sized as
assuming-
well. Cool.
Speaking of wyverns laying eggs and thinking about dragons as well, has left me very uncomfortable with the character I've made.
I'm glad I don't know that.
Slowly registering on Rage's face.
No, it registered. The thing to notice here is now all dragons are just big chickens in my world. You walked into this. The wyvern is just going to be a big chicken.
It's gonna run away.
With the intelligence of a big chicken.
I mean, yeah, they have
Sorry,
like 5
a
intelligence.
turkey specifically. Gonna
A
die in the
chicken's-
rain.
A turkey's smarter than chickens? Not in real life, I mean in D&D. Can we get every turkey in this world to have 20 intelligence and be some sort of sage animal?
Why do you taunt death like this?
Hit this. Delete. There we go.
Should probably put up a thing that's like a break sign.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Might make a bit of sense.
You could just put a text box up. Text box. I give up. A text box and just have it says.
Could just
BRB.
write on break and like let me just
I have returned.
Welcome.
here we go.
back.
Who the fuck wrote? Bruh. Why is
If
there
you
a
can
big
read that, I'll give you a gold piece.
on bread?
No gold piece for you, I guess.
Wait, what did you write?
On break.
Permission to just delete Valis.
Yeah, permission
Ed.
granted.
Go on.
Permission
Yeah.
granted.
I mean,
Go on.
I wrote it all
No
in the
hesitation.
same like line, so it could be deleted easily.
Well done. You did one clever thing this session. In a break? Okay. On.
Yeah, on break.
Yep. We were on a break. Oh, that's me. Okay.
Any coffee enthusiasts?
I don't know why. Huh. So my things for me, like on the stream, and my thing for Kit Crew, and my thing for Shared. So I'm Kit Crew because it's broken, and apparently I'm now Kit Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Shared is Shared, and you're me, but you're not me because my one says Vince because I used it from my podcast. So you're Vince.
So I'm Vince.
You're Vince. Yes. And Shared is.
Wait, doesn't Vince
up.
have like his camera at like an angle?
No,
Like,
a little bit.
okay.
A little bit.
And what an
Am I-
amazing
am I
side
now
profile
Vince?
of Kikro.
Beautiful.
If I was Vince, I'd be good at Dota. Let's fucking go.
True. I love having to scarf down a whole meal in 10 minutes.
Isn't that normal?
I'd comment on that, but I eat my meals in like 5 minutes or some shit like that. And that's not even an exaggeration.
The problem is I gave myself the timer, and so it made it feel like a thing when it isn't. You know what I mean?
Head chef at my work is absolutely fucking like. Whenever I eat, he's always so surprised at how fast I eat. Well, there's the nat 20.
Don't get another one this game. Nice.
And none of these attacks have actually been on enemies, which is fun.
I think I fucking did that from my phone. So I basically loaded up Roll20 from my phone, and then I pulled up the character slot in another tab. I was just seeing how it worked.
I see. Yeah, Roll20 on phone is kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, somebody
Eldritch-
summon Shared, because I can't
Those
actually...
Eldritch Blast numbers seem kind of low.
What do you
What are
mean?
you trying to say about my fucking Eldritch Blast, mate?
I mean, he kind of rolled. Not terrible. It's 1d10.
Exactly.
Although
That seems kind of low.
What do you mean 1d10 is kind of low?
I mean, I'm rolling d6s with an extra
Motherfucker,
5.
you're a rogue.
Mate, a warlock.
You're a
actually,
glass cannon.
I suppose, yeah.
How much
I'm a
health do you
range
have?
cannon.
And you are literally
I have-
all damage.
I have 34 health.
I got 36.
Wait,
do you
how
have
much
to-
health do I have?
What's your Constitution modifier?
One shot range.
My Constitution modifies +2. But I
Me?
also got
Yeah, I'm in one. I'm 22.
You know, I
HP.
have +1.
Oh, fair.
So I've rolled like 6s and 7s
Yeah, that's what-
on a couple of 8s on every hit points roll.
Sheard is still deaf. Okay, unfortunate. Maybe have her wave furiously.
I'm here.
There we go. Motherfucker. Yes. It only took me waving like a fucking maniac. Beautiful. Alright. Was everybody ready to restart the session where we left off?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
we have D&D.
Wait,
Well, we hit in the. Oh
Ooh.
shit!
D and what?
Ooh.
Oh shit, Sheard,
Please.
sign out of the in-houses.
Okay. So, it is going to be just Valis making his way back to the bar, and then
Bro, when am I
Zemlis
getting my mushrooms?
and yeah, I'm gonna do that first, I think, because I feel like it's not gonna be that difficult to do like the basic stuff, and then we'll have the conversation happen a little bit later if it happens. So, just so you like walk like Marci kind of like points generally down the road a little bit, and points, and then like writes in her book and shows it to you, and you see it says, "I think the mushrooms are usually down here. I don't know."
Okay. Well, I do have these 2 pouches, and I just kind of show my component pouches that are mostly empty. They've got like some things in them,
Yeah.
but there's space for a decent amount of mushrooms.
Mhm.
I do want to collect some pink and some red.
Okay.
I will keep them separate.
Okay.
However, let's be a bit careful about collecting the red mushrooms, as I don't know if their poison is even to touch.
She kind of writes in her like in the book and then shows it to you. I don't have anything to like collect it with other than my hands, I don't think.
I can take care of the red mushrooms while you get the pink ones.
He nods. So roll me a survival check. Like, it's kind of obvious to tell the difference between the red and the pink ones. The pink ones are just like the coat on the top is like fully pink, right? And then the red ones are like red caps with like lots of white dots on them.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And I'll use like
pretty different.
mage hands to take the red ones and
Yeah,
put
okay.
them in the pouch.
So roll me 2 survival. No, so you're just doing the red ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then you don't need to roll a second one. Marci is going to go ahead and roll a survival check for just the pink ones. Let us see how good she is at this. That is a 9. So, how long are you doing this for?
I mean, they're small pouches, probably like this much, so just to fill them.
It would take you about a good, like, I'd say
Real
like
quick,
15,
the-
20 minutes.
We are on a break. It's still on the screen.
Oh shit, yes, that's a good point. We were on a break!
Yes, we were.
Yes.
Yeah,
But yes.
20 minutes where it sounds.
Yeah, about 20 minutes, and then you're done. You see that Marci kind of pulls a couple out, and then kind of stops, and you see that like she's like a couple of times like she looks at it, and then just kind of goes, and then like throws it away, kind of thing. And you get the feeling like a couple of the pink mushrooms seem a little bit less good than they probably like could be, and she's being kind of picky about it. But yeah, she gets like a whole like component bag's worth of pink mushrooms, and it's a decent amount. Like for like 20 minutes of work, it's not horrible. It's just the fact that like you get like about as many as she does, and you do it faster for sure. But like between the two of you, you manage to get both bags filled with red and then pink mushrooms.
If I do it a bit faster than her, can I overfill the pink one a bit so like it can't close, but we have to carry it back?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay.
Like, in total, I would say like you get like we'll say like 20 red mushrooms and 30 pink ones.
Yeah, sure.
And looking at this, can you roll me a just general wisdom check, I guess? Okay. Yeah, you would get the idea that like these pink mushrooms, like from like having like taken a quick look at a couple of them, you think that they're not like the most filling thing in the world, but they seem decent. And that like if you were to make like a soup or something, you could probably do like a good couple days worth of food.
Okay.
She kind of like writes out very quickly. Would it be possible for me to like grab like have a couple of these to take home? My dad really likes them.
Yes, of course. I was thinking we could split them since there's 30. 10 to Old Timmy, 10 to you, and 10 to me.
She nods.
Okay.
She like takes. She kind of like unwraps one of her bandaged hands and kind of like uses it to like tie a couple up. 10, and then she writes, "I'm just gonna run home real quick, so like somebody can cook this up, and then I will come."
No
to
worries.
the
I will
bar."
meet you at the bar.
She then like quickly writes, "The melting crab, right?"
Yes.
And then she writes, "Cool," and then runs off.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to stop off at Old Timmy on the way.
You stop off at Old Timmy's. Cool. He seems to be like kind of sat up in a like a bit of an awkward position, but he seems to be sat up, and he sees you through the window and goes, "Oh, good to see you.
Zemnis. It's fine.
Demnus. That's it.
Hello,
Yeah.
Timmy. I hope you're feeling better. I've brought you these, and I just kind of take out like 10 pink mushrooms and place them like on the side for him.
He kind of like he just kind of points to like he points like through the door like at this like little like stick bowl effectively. He goes, just in there would be perfect.
No worries.
I might have to ask that we have this conversation another day though. My got a bit of a headache. Head's a bit fried.
That is not a problem. I was planning to have it somewhere more private, anyways. So,
All right. Well, just come round.
is
another
there anything I could get you possibly to help?
time. I think I should be okay. This is plenty kind. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. I just gonna.
Yep.
head
You
off.
make your way off. Okay. We'll skip back to the bar. It's about this point, like after you guys have been chilling for a little bit, that you see Valis pop his head through the door.
Oh, hello there.
Hey,
Did you find anything useful?
I'm plenty useful, and I'm here to forget it all.
Wait, what? Can you repeat it?
Valis is gonna. I found plenty useful, and I'm here to forget it all. Valis is gonna walk up to the bar and order a bunch of shots.
Could you share the information?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
You see Sekbei has like 3 shots in front of him and he kind of just slides them over to you. I'm not sure that these are quite my type of drink right this second. Would like to keep my head about me.
Valis is gonna, down all of them.
Oh, I have one shot left, right?
Yeah, you do.
I drank the last shot with him.
Cool. As you like go to drink them, you see the barman goes, "Oh, you should have probably what's your constitution modifier?"
This is a 1. Oh no, my constitution. Yeah, 1.
1.
Valis will probably have experience doing this, though.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Bye bye.
I need you to roll 2 constitution saving throws, please.
Oh dear.
No.
It's 1 fail.
Okay, 1 fail. So you now have disadvantage on persuasion and deception checks, but advantage against frightening saving, on saving throws against being frightened. I'm gonna post this in the chat. Okay, this is what you currently have. Okay. Good job. And yeah, as you like, you kind of, yes, cool. But yeah, that's you for right now. you kind of like take as you take the first one, it seems fine. You know what to do with the shots, because you've had similar shots before. Deep breath out, it warms you. The second shot, as you take the shot, it kind of like it kind of burns your throat as it goes down, and you kind of forget to breathe out, and you feel it like burning down into your stomach for a second, and you're just like, oh, that was a shot. But you're like, I can just like keep going, take the third one, and you manage to just relax yourself, chill yourself out. You feel quite warm, a little bit energized, and you feel a little bit like good about yourself. You're feeling pretty talkative, pretty rowdy. A little bit rowdy, at least.
Valis is gonna order more shots in.
Okay. He goes,
Probably of a more normal variety.
have I seen you before? I feel like I know you.
Those. I don't know.
It is no worry. It is if you want ales, they are 1 copper piece each. But the whiskey that you were having already is the only whiskey we have. 1 silver piece a shot.
I guess I swap to ale for now then.
So, Valis, you said you learned a lot of useful information.
Pardon?
You said you learned a lot of useful information.
I guess. Some
Mind.
weird bullshit about assassins and the Great One and stuff.
Anything like immediately useful that will help us with the town problem?
Yeah, I really fucking hate the library. Valis just gonna take a massive fucking swig of this ale.
Another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I just realized in my my sheet, because usually I'm used to money from games going cheapest, left is more expensive, and I flipped it, and I was like, I have 7 platinum right now.
No. Yeah, you manage to like take this big swig, and you like chug it down, and you feel quite refreshed by it. But it's you're beginning to feel your head like getting a bit woozy overall. It's a little bit ooh. It is about this point when I'm gonna say that Xemnas and Marci do like Xemnas comes into the bar, and then quickly followed by Marci.
Quick question:
Yes.
How many of the guys that just joined know that? They probably know Zell's Jeremy because Jeremy's gone off somewhere, but he could have come back.
Maybe.
Can I roll a deception check? Or is it?
Sure. Just roll a general deception check. We'll see.
Wouldn't it be at disadvantage because we know Zell turns into...
I don't know.
Just a straight check.
Whew.
Straight deception check for me.
Deception.
Let us see. 26. Okay. I'm gonna say that like, because Valis is a player character, Valis can like, make her like think about it and like realistically be like, this seems a bit weird, and then like, but he's a little bit drunk, so I'm saying that like he's.
I don't think Valis is going to think about it anyway. He's trying to not think about anything at the moment.
But yeah, as soon as Marci comes into the like the bar, she kind of pauses for a second, writes something in a book, and points it towards you, Zell. What are you doing here, Jeremy? I thought you were off on a mission.
Yeah, like I was, but like I came back just for a little bit, got some loose ends to put together. Yeah.
Well, Psychic Whispers, what's her name, Marci, but he's not going to say anything. He's a bit out of it.
Okay. She then like writes in her book very quickly, and shows it to you. Does that mean Dave's also back?
He's still doing perimeters outside. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It's such a shame to see that like washed out look on your face. I am sorry. Anyway, when you guys are done, if you just leave me for an hour, I've got to do something. Then I've got to talk to all of you guys outside about something.
No worries, sure.
But enjoy
Um,
yourselves for now.
Thank you.
Alex, you can take another swig.
So Zamnas is here, right, Rage?
Yes.
So Zamnas,
Yes.
since Valis wasn't very useful, learned any information regarding the town?
Well, not really, honestly. Valis kind of learned some things, his dreams, the meetings he has.
Yeah.
I'd say it's better that we don't delve into that. Apparently, it's very ancient what he's dealing with, and they only let people know what they want people to know. So it may not be the safest for us to learn that information without it directly being given to us.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I wouldn't prod too much. I've got us mushrooms, however, for food.
Hey, that's nice. We can actually eat. Yeah. So
I
from what
make quite a good stew.
from what I've learned from bar, and I kind of like whispered to him so the bartender wasn't here.
Sure.
I'm moving
So
close.
so from what I know, I think it's the food problem, and it makes people forget things. Also the bartender can't do math, so you can scam him. No worries.
Well, I'm not too fond about scamming a bartender, however. I actually do not want to scam the bartender.
Seems to just be taking a drink absent-mindedly.
He listens to what?
Taking a drink absent-mindedly. He doesn't seem to be noticing you're having this.
And also, if you want to get more information about the town, you should definitely go to the mayor.
We'll set something up. For now, do you know any place where we could buy some ingredients for the soup?
There's a general store made with love, just like over there.
Would you wish to come with me real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I stand up and lead him to the store.
So I just turned to the barkeep and like, we're going to head over to Made with Love real quick. I'm going to take a look. We'll be back. Do not worry.
No worries. I think men really are around at these points in the day anyway. Leave your drinks there.
Also, I
Thank
was
you.
meant to say before, sorry to interrupt, that I wanted Zell to leave, find somewhere like when no one's watching, and try to summon her talisman back for an hour, which would also mean her disguised self wears off too.
Cool. Be back in 1 second.
Cool. That's a pretty long second.
Kikro,
Yes.
did you
Hmm?
did you add the game that I told you to add in the results?
Huh?
Okay. So,
I don't
Okay.
remember.
Unless you're rolling a disadvantage. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. There's 3 games missing from the results.
Oh yeah, I know. They shuffled some things, so I'm not posting them.
So, yes, pretty here and stuff. So
Mhm.
Zell was going off to like resummon talisman somewhere. Where
Yep.
exactly are you going?
Just wherever's like where there's nobody around. So I
Okay.
don't know where specifically, but
Roll me a perception check. Valis,
Mhm.
stop rolling Constitution saving throws. Jesus Christ.
Every 30 seconds, and that's what I've been doing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you think like as you like look around, you see that people tend to be like mostly standing around, and you think maybe your best bet would just be go back, maybe to the house or like find the back alley.
Okay. Should probably find a back alley.
Okay. You kind of just walk your way literally round the back of like this shop right here that you were in, of the inn. And as you like walk your way around the back, Can you roll me another perception check?
Yep.
Cool. You see a man who's wearing like like a white apron and like a white little hat, like kind of a like a little bit like a larger man. He kind of like seems to have like a bag filled with like lots of like it be a bag actually. He has a metal bin, sorry, filled with like bread. He kind of just leaves it out at the back. At this point, is your disguise stealth still up? How long is it? When did you cast it? Just as you guys left.
I think I think it was a bit after we left. Yeah.
Okay, I think it would just be like you can either have it turn off already, or
Mhm.
like it would be potentially like turning off in the middle of this conversation.
Yeah. She'll probably turn it off while she's going back into the alley, just off the off
Cool,
chance
yeah,
someone
you
sees her.
turn it off. You come around the corner and you see the man go, "Oh, hey there. Can I help you?"
Nope. I'm just gonna sit here and just think for an hour.
All right. Kind of looks at you a little bit weird. Are you homeless or something?
Nope. What's your name, matey?
What did you say?
What's your name?
Oh, people don't really ask my name too much around here because. Oh me, Elijah Phillips.
All right.
I'm the baker around here.
Okay. Well, Eliza, would it be all right if you mind your own business?
All right. Message received and all. He kind of just turns around and then walks back in towards the place he'd just come from.
Bye.
Hear no response. So, yes. You're all like the rest of you sat around. Valis like seems to just be like getting through ales pretty quickly, and has very quickly
Valis
gotten
is
very
fucking
drunk.
done by now. He's just drunk. He's probably gonna be murmuring and he's probably gonna be murmuring random shit through the psychic link.
Yeah.
Just really random shit.
You see, Zemnis and Saril, since you guys are like sat next to each other, you see Marci kind of walks up, taps you both on the shoulder, and writes down. And you see, like, she shows it to you, and it says, "Valis is in my mind, and he won't stop talking about weird random shit. Help."
Valis.
Valis is like drunk as fuck. He's not really cohesive or coherent even.
Wait, what does he have disadvantage on?
Everything.
Fucking everything.
Literally everything.
But he
just
has
got mega
damage
drunk.
resistance.
But he has
Yeah,
damage resistance.
and advantage against frightened.
Yes.
Pretty sure I'd be immune to frightened at this point.
I kind of go to the barkeep. I'm like, excuse me, barkeep. Do you have any food coloring or something of the sort?
Food coloring, probably not. What are you looking for?
Any kind of natural dye that's edible.
Kind of pauses for a second.
It could be even a green liquid that's.
He turns around and he like pours out, like he opens it, like the pot of tea he has, right? And he
Well,
shows
is gonna
you,
try and get up and fall over at this point.
Yeah, he shows you the pink inside, and then he like goes to the back, and you see a pink vial, and he opens it, and he pours like a little bit out into a shot glass. It's a bit expensive, but
How much is it? And what is it?
It's just pink dye.
Oh, okay. Is it okay if I just have like a few drops of it mixed with some tea? Like just a bit of a darker tea.
He just like takes a bit of tea, pours it out, and adds a couple more drops. Not on the house.
Chocolate. Thank you. And I just kind of go up to Valis, who like nearly fell over. I'm like, "Hey, Valis, I
didn't nearly fall. I'm on the fucking floor.
Valis, if you come with me,
help him up.
I have a special shot for you." I snuck it from behind the barkeep, and I just kind of start walking towards the door outside.
Marci, who
Cannot
didn't,
get up. He's
like,
just sort of falling everywhere.
Marci, like, looking at you as she's, like, slowly helping Valis up onto her shoulder, like, gives you a... And she's got Valis, like, very handily on her shoulder right now.
And I tell Valis, like, if you come back to where we're staying, I could give the shot for you, or I could take it for myself. I just kind of put it towards my lips.
Valis is going to pass out at this point.
Yeah, Valis passed the fuck out.
Psychic link.
The psychic link ends, and you see Marci just go, like, with her hand, just put him into, like, a full fireman hold and just walk off.
Thank you, Marci.
As she's leaving, you
And
just see a
I
thumbs up.
just take the tea in myself.
Cool.
Well, shall we go to the general store, Cyril?
Yeah, let's go.
Sekbe, who's like got a book, just goes, I think I'll be staying here. I quite like the tea.
Enjoy yourself, rat boy.
Rude.
Yeah.
Kane, what's the plan?
Don't know. Where are we going?
You following them to the general store?
I guess. Yeah.
We're just coming right back after, so you can.
I mean, just go without me. It's fine. I'll chill here for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have like so the barkeep is going to ask Kane some questions after you go. So I'll just roll a d20 again, and if it's odd, then we'll talk about the general store first.
I need to call my boss real quick during the questions, so.
Yeah, so just go do that now, then I'll just do the questions.
Oh, okay. Be right back.
So yes, Kane, as you go, you see the barkeep kind of pour out like some more tea. Jasmine tea again?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
He hands you a glass. Sits down with his. It's always interesting to hear the tales of adventurers, of course. You got any tales?
Well,
No, you're gone, Sarah.
Ah.
Fuck off.
I'm going to go to the toilet in a sec.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a big adventurer, but I've like experienced some things. Yeah.
He kind of looks you up and down, then goes, "You look like the makings of one, at least."
I'll take that as a compliment.
Used to know a couple friends who were adventurers. Good people. So,
What were the names?
I mean, I don't think it really matters anymore. All that matters is that they died during the war. Stupid, pointless war. Well, where are you from?
I'm from a land quite far away from here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sneezing. I assumed all elves were from what's that place called? Where the other elf was from?
Arvindor?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. Well, I'm actually from Thalos.
Isn't that across the ocean?
It is. Yes.
I must have had quite the journey. Any particular reason you made your way all the way to Jaskor?
Well, I kind of have my own personal reasons, as I have a little problem, and I'm looking for people that could help me with it.
He kind of takes another sip. You know, I lied a little bit. I was an adventurer too. And my friends died at the beginning of the war. There was two of them. One of them was my wife. And They died because they were just rather full of themselves, to be honest. Couldn't be They didn't want to ask for help from others. So my advice to you, young man, how old are you? Probably older than me.
Probably.
My advice to you, nonetheless, is don't be afraid to ask for help.
I'll take that advice. I'm sorry to hear about your wife and friends.
Well, all we can do now is remember them and remember what they stood for. You know, my wife always used to say, leave the world, leave wherever you go better than you came there.
That is a good saying.
I think it is. Another tea?
Yes, please.
He slowly pours you out another one. You know, back in the old days, tea used to be extremely expensive.
Why was that?
I mean, most of it comes from Witherland and Wathia, both places very far from here. You would know that Witherland is effectively like there's a small connection to Dallas. It's like on the same continent, but it's like the far side. Effectively, Dallas is closer than Witherland is. And you would have vaguely heard of Wathia. Been to the jungles of Wathia myself at one point. It is a place for sure. You ever get the chance, definitely check it out. If you can handle yourself in a fight, at least.
Are there like weird creatures or something?
Yes, it's mostly jungle, to be honest. There are giant bats, monsters of all sorts. These are large creatures with large teeth. The people, the inhabitants used to call them saurids or something like that. Terrifying. Give me 1 second. Okay. But it's otherwise a nice place. Good people. For the most part. Some of them may kill you.
Oh.
So, I mean, that kind of is for most places at this point.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to kill you?
Well, I should hope you don't, at least.
No, of course not. If I'm in my right mind.
He kind of looks at you for a second. You've been through a lot, haven't you?
Don't remember all of it completely, but yes, I guess.
You don't have to pretend that you're okay with telling me about any of it. I don't expect that. But if you would like to talk, I'll listen. And whatever you're going through, I hope it works out. Those friends of yours seem like good people.
I haven't known them for very long, but I think they are, yeah.
Maybe not that one who got drunk here very quickly, but the rest of them for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of like pauses for a second and then goes, be careful out there though. Something is definitely off about this place. Maybe not this place specifically, but been a couple months and Jaskor hasn't felt the same. Don't really know why. As you're like looking like down, and then you go to finish the rest of the pink tea that you see in front of you, which you probably would have drank tea before, considering how close Stalis is to Witherland. When you go to look down into it, you kind of look into the tea where the leaves are at the bottom, and for a split second, you see what looks like a pair of green eyes in the tea. And then you kind of like go to pick it up ever so slightly, and you see like you kind of move it, and you see that they might have just been tea leaves. You're not sure.
Yeah, Kane's face will like be a little bit like frightened / surprised, and then he'll compose himself and put the glass down again.
I'm gonna roll something real quick. Yeah, you see the barkeep doesn't really seem to notice that, and just is finishing his own tea.
Okay.
So yes, we are now going to jump to the rest who are at the general store. Okay. General store friends. So that is Zemnis and Sarah. What's the plan?
I mean, yeah, we're just going into the store.
Yeah.
You see the store, there's like a man behind the counter who kind of looks to you guys. What can I do for you guys?
Hello there. I'm interested if you have any cigarettes.
What was that, Kicker?
No, I'll say after.
Okay. He kind of goes, what kind of price range are you looking for? We have a couple of different sets.
What's the best one you got? The
Kind of,
priciest one.
You see, like, behind him, he has, like, a whole little, like, stack of stuff, and he kind of pulls a thing, and it rolls itself up, and you see that there's, like, a couple of different sets, and it's basically just, like, tobacco with, like, rolling paper next to it, and he kind of points at, like, kind of sets of tobacco, and he goes, the top is the worst, the bottom is the best. At the bottom, he kind of points at, like, one of them, and he goes, this one, will keep you going, like, depends how much you want, but the average is about a gold piece for about like 10 cigarettes.
All right.
Ah.
Can you give me 10 cigarettes worth? Wait, 20 cigarettes worth.
10 cigarettes for a gold
No,
piece.
20.
Oh, do you want 20? Okay.
Mhm.
Kind of. Basically, he collects like a little like pouch of tobacco and then enough rolling paper for you to have that. Holds a hand out.
And how much will it be?
2 gold pieces.
I flick it.
I would like to mention, by the way, that 2 gold pieces is about like 2 weeks' pay for normal people, potentially, maybe more.
Fair.
Motherfucker is nobility and has a
Oh,
nicotine
dear.
addiction.
I've never actually smoked cigs, but I want to try, and why not start with the best quality?
Fair enough.
And also before
When you say normal people, are you talking about the
just
really fucking poor
citizens.
people?
No, just
Cyril-
citizens.
Yeah, decently poor
Cyril,
people,
2
so-
minutes later.
I am
Like-
looking at the money thing we
Mhm.
set out,
Yeah.
and the okay is 1 gold per day.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it 1 gold per day? Okay. I guess.
Yes, the shit is 2 silver
Well,
a day.
I mean, basically, what my brain was telling me is that like that's like wages if you had to like pay for all the food and stuff in between. Like you wouldn't have that much left over. It kind of didn't make sense. I didn't really articulate that very well. But like a normal person would have to pay like either 2 days full wages for that, or just like obviously you're paying for food and like accommodation and stuff or whatever the fuck you need to beforehand, and then
I'm
the
being a bit
excess.
pedantic here, but
Yeah.
you know.
Dickhead.
Do you also have?
Oh dear! Don't install Spotify randomly on me. Okay, sorry.
Do you also have any vegetables, spices, herbs?
Not really too much. Kind of thinks for a second. You don't really get. You might be better off going across the street for spices and stuff. The Shonda will have that kind of stuff a lot better.
What is the name of the store?
Oh, Cornucopia, and he just points across the street, and you see the store.
Thank you very much. And I
No
start
problem.
heading to Cornucopia.
Sarah, you follow?
Before he goes, I just want to ask something to the shop guy. I tossed like a gold coin.
Mhm.
Say, do you know about any weird stuff in this town?
I don't think anything weird has really happened for a while. We had a couple of like fights happening a couple months ago, but that's what was about it. I don't think anything really odd happened since then.
Do you have children?
No,
No. Wife?
no.
No. No. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Oh, a couple, I guess, yes.
Do you remember? Do you remember your girlfriend's name?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Just wondering. Don't worry about it.
Yes,
You do?
yes. Of course I
And
do.
the other one? And the other ones?
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Okay. You can keep the gold coin. Thank you.
Okay,
Um.
rather
I'll
confused.
I'll be off. Thank you for the information.
It was the Tracy. Yes, I dated Tracy. Of course I'd remember my girlfriend's name. As you leave, you hear that.
Thank you. Did Zamnas hear this?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. See how he took like when we like close the shop. See how he took a while to remember.
Well, yes.
This is what I mean by forgetfulness.
However, it was quite the question.
It was, and it's the first thing I thought of in life.
Okay. You guys going across to Cornucopia?
Mhm.
I need to remember exactly the voice I gave Trey. Lashonda? You see, yeah, there's a woman across the counter from you. Hey, so what can I do for you?
Hi, I was looking to see if you have any vegetables, herbs, and spices.
Herbs and spices, yeah. What are you looking for?
Well, to be blunt, I'm looking to make a soup.
Soup, okay. So now are you trying to spice it like the Wathian jungles? Or are you trying to spice it like, the desert? Or
More something hearty.
hearty?
Hearty.
So what you're looking for is some good Darius spices. I can do that for you. She kind of like looks around behind the counter, fumbles through, and she pulls out like a box, opens the box, and you see she kind of like takes like a little thing, pinches out like a couple of different spices onto like a little thing, mixes them up, and then goes, and then it's like a tiny little pouch of spices. And she goes, "That'll be 3 gold pieces, please."
Thank you very much. I just kind of give her the gold pieces.
Takes them. Thank you very much.
I can't
Okay.
wait for you to make this soup, Zamnas. It's gonna be.
Oh, I hope it will be. Let me go back to the
Okay.
bar.
To the bar. As you're going back to the bar, you basically see Marci, who's just kind of wiping her brow as she's making her way back towards the bar. She just waves at you
Welcome
guys.
back.
Welcome back, Marci. Everything okay?
Val is heavy.
Mm,
He hasn't been climbing enough trees as of late. He's
true.
put on a bit.
He's been climbing some rooftops. Anyway, you wanna join us in the bar, Marci? Do you drink?
Can I make my way over straight to the barkeep and ask him if he's hungry?
You make your way, like you basically make your way in as this conversation with Kane is beginning to come to an end here. And you see the barkeep goes, "Oh, yes, to some extent, a little bit."
Will if you I recently foraged these mushrooms and I pull out the pink mushrooms and show them to him. If you have some space and maybe a pot I could use, I would be more than glad to give you
Make a
as
persuasion check for me.
as payment for.
Just
Let's
make
go.
it's since you said as payment, it's going to be a little bit easier. He kind of looks at you and goes,
Not for the drinks, payment for him letting me use like his equipment.
Yeah.
Can I help him?
Sure.
No.
How are you helping?
Okay.
What are you saying?
I kind of I see what Zars is trying to do, and I walk up to the bartender. I'm like, if you do allow us to use your equipment and your storage room, I'd be more than happy to give you a good word as royalty of Arvandor.
What?
I'm sorry, I just simply don't believe you.
I just turn over to Sarah and I'm like, I don't think that is necessary. I believe giving. I mean, and I pull out the bag of spices. I'm like, well, I got these spices from Cornucopia, so I can assure you it's going to be quite good. As I said, I won't charge you for it at all.
I'm not sure I really trust you with my equipment. And as he's saying that, you see Marci just pops her head out from behind and just waves. And he goes, "Oh, Marci! Oh, you're with Marci. Of course. No problem. Go ahead."
Thank you very much.
I just can't do those unnecessary. I mean, this usually works in my homeland.
Not here. And I just make my way to like where he's got his cooking shit.
Marci walks up to Sarah, pats you on the shoulder, and then writes in her book and shows you, better luck next time, champ."
Thank you, Marci.
I'll like cut up the mushrooms, like sear them, fucking make the stock, fucking good mushroom soup with spices.
Yeah. He also like kind of pulls out some like dried like meats. It looks like it's like pork and some like beef basically, and he kind of like pulls them out, and you see like they've been salt dried. And he goes, "If you want to put any of that in as well, you go ahead. You're with Marci, you're a friend of mine, of course."
That's very kind. And I just kind of like cut them into little cubes and like slow broil them for like a good half hour.
Okay, I would like you to roll a wisdom check.
Keep in mind, I do have, what is it called? Fucking. Oh, okay, never mind. Because I was gonna say I do have like a background from Wanderer, which is like I'm able to like forage and cook from the wild and stuff for enough to 5 people per day. So
the foraging is fine. It's just more
okay.
the
actual
cooking.
cooking.
But it's just a wisdom check.
Okay,
We'll see.
just a wisdom check.
Okay. You get to like a couple of minutes into like you're doing stuff, and then he kind of like sees what you're doing and the way you're like doing things, and he goes, "Oh no! You want to leave the mushrooms whole." And then he kind of just like begins helping you out while he's doing that. So roll it again. Okay, yeah. Like as he like basically like helps you out with the mushrooms, and then it just like gives you a little bit of a helping hand with the like.
They're a bit different from the mushrooms in my homeland.
They are quite odd, actually. As like he gives you like a couple of pointers here and there, and it gives you like basically the time to just like actually concentrate on cooking afterwards. And after the half hour, it does seem like it's quite a good smell that is making its way through this inn right now. Nice.
So with the 10 mushrooms, I'd have used them all. So wait, let me delete this. So basically, that should be enough for everyone. You said, since you said a few days worth of food, and would I have a bit extra to like take to Old Timmy?
Yeah, easy enough.
Cool. Okay.
I'd say there's enough for like all of you, and probably Valet, like including the barkeep and Valis, like and Zell, and then like also Timmy as well.
Pog.
So you've got like a bit left over even after everybody takes what they have taken. It's about this point, Zell, you are done with your pendant, your amulet.
Fantastic.
Reappeared back in your hands.
If everyone's eaten, then I'm just gonna like carry a bowl to like Old Timmy,
Yeah,
like
okay.
a bit.
Cool. One thing I wanted to be done beforehand. Valis, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw with a disadvantage, please? Okay. You wake up in Levi's house with like what looks like a large like jug of water and a glass like next to you. You're just on the floor, and you wake up to see like as you wake up, you see Levi across the room from you, and you feel like this intense urge to throw up, and then you manage to hold it in, and you see Levi go, "You are right there." The middle of the day, you realize, right? Alice is dead. Unfought.
Am I? Hello? Hello?
Hello, you're
Oh, yeah.
back
Hello.
from the dead.
Okay, I don't know what happened to her.
Okay.
I'm aware it's the middle of the day. I wouldn't normally be drinking like this, however, I really felt like I needed it at the moment.
You better not be a bad influence on my daughter.
I just really wanted to try and fucking forget something, but it doesn't seem to have worked.
You see he slowly takes a knife from his belt and like holds it side to side, slowly runs his finger like along the edge. My daughter means the world to me, Valis. And if you're a bad influence on her, you or any of your friends, if anything happens to her, I will hunt you down and personally show you your own organs. Okay, now
Sure,
that
what's worse,
that's...
the fact you're saying this, or the fact this isn't the first time I've heard that?
Huh. Well, now that that's all over and done with, you're right. Is there anything I can do to help you out?
Just give me a little bit, and I'll probably be somewhat okay.
Alright. As you awaken, you realize that your psychic whispers like reconnects you to Marci. And you hear like in your head, "Oh, why is this back? What?"
I woke up.
You alright?
About that. Did I say anything weird?
You thought weird things, I think. They didn't really make any sense of them. Well, when you're done, if you're feeling okay, come back, maybe?
Come with her now.
What did you say? Sorry, like my brain just malfunctioned.
I'll come with her now.
Okay. Yes.
Rage missed out on the chance to recreate the Taken scene.
I mean, maybe. You know. Find you and kill you. I like the idea of showing him his own organs, to be honest. Sounds a little bit better. But yes. As you...
In other news, your dad threatened to kill me.
That sounds about right.
It's, I'd actually heard that threat before, worryingly enough.
The specific threat?
Yes.
Or, Huh. Well, probably heard it
Oh, wait, no.
myself before at one point. But yes. Zell, what are you doing?
So Zell's gonna she's gonna ask Lady Marceline, the fragment of the moon, was it? Can you show me where that was again, please?
You feel it like as an ever like lightning
Oh, it's-
pinging presence.
Cool. Okay.
It kind of strengthens itself very briefly, and then it returns to its normal brief pinging.
So she goes back to the bar and she just makes a quick like head scan of who's still there.
As you like go back into the bar, you see that Saril, Kane, Zemnis, Stekbay are all in the bar currently. Marci is also in the bar. And like as you like kind of like take a look around, it's Valis. You see, like as you're on your way back over, you see Zell in the like along the way. Valis, now that you have had some time to relax, you have this exact business going on. So you have lost the temporary hit points. You have lost the damage resistance. But you still have disadvantage on persuasion and deception. And you still have disadvantage on... No, you just have disadvantage on all ability checks for a couple hours. As you're horribly hungover. So enjoy that. What's the plan then, people?
Yeah, so I was
Would
going
I
to
have
say,
recovered my health? Would that have counted as a rest for recovering my
It would
health?
be a short rest, so you can roll hit dice to recover health.
Should we like?
Can I have the 9 I rolled? Oh no, that was a different thing, wasn't it?
It's a different thing.
3 health. Okay. And I should have a psionic die back as well, right?
Yes, so you can roll as many hit dice as you want, but they only half of them are regenerated on a long rest. That makes sense.
I'll just roll 1.
Okay.
So, what do we do about this now?
Should we go see the mayor?
Yeah, I think our next step is
I
definitely to go
think
see the
we
mayor.
should.
Fuck the
go
mayor.
and- I think we should wait
okay,
to go
Jeremy,
and see the mayor.
calm down.
Don't
Jeremy
kill
is no
Jeremy.
longer
oh, Jeremy's
It's
gone.
Zell.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's Zell.
It's Zell now.
Wow,
Don't
this is
kill.
what a bar looks like. Blah 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 blah. There's this thing that's been bothering me, right?
Yeah, what's
There's this ping that I feel, and I think we have to go and explore it, all of us together.
What? Where? What?
How far away is it?
I'm not sure specifically how far. I don't think it's that far. But it's definitely northwest-ish.
Well, I believe we might want to head northwest after we finish up here. I would want to head to Chorley next. There's people there I want to see.
Okay, well, if anybody would like to tag along, feel free. If not, then I'll go by myself.
Marci, you wanted to become an adventurer, yes? Then Chorley is probably the place for you to go. As far as I'm aware, it has the nearest adventuring guild with an actual guild there.
You hear in your head, I've vaguely been there before. It was a bit... Some of the people were a bit cocky, but...
Happens when you get in a place with adventurers.
Zealous, this is, like, just for you, like, this is about as you're finished and you're, like, beginning to hand out your bowls of, soup. Soup?
Pardon? Repeat that?
This is you finish, like, this is about the time where you're finishing making... Oh no, you're still midway through making your, soup.
Okay. Okay.
So you're still here. You haven't buggered off yet. I'm just letting you know. But yes.
So
Yeah, we can do that then. We can do the mayor, or do you want to split up the party? One goes mayor, one goes...
I think we should wait to go to the mayor. Give me a bit of time to recover, and I can have a look around the mayor's office.
Alright. Sounds good. So we all agree? We go to the pink, then we go to the...
I'd just like to take this bowl of soup to Timmy first, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Okay.
So, you collect your bowl of soup, and you begin making your way towards the door. As you do, you kind of roll me a perception check.
Me?
Yes. Okay, perfect. You notice that the streets aren't like completely empty, but it seems like some of the people behind the stalls seem to be missing from where they are. And as you look along the gravel floor, you see that there is dirt from, like, dirt footsteps making their way from past the way towards Timmy's shack. And the dirt footsteps make their way directly past the bar and past the door where you've just seen open. You look over to your left, and you see the footsteps go behind, like through the alleyway to the left of this inn.
I call the others and tell them about the footsteps.
Should we follow them?
We could. Can we just the shack is literally 1 minute that way.
You can go to the shack. I will try and go by myself if you want. So
Okay.
we don't lose the footsteps.
All right.
I stealth towards the sound that is the footsteps were.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
That's okay.
A strength save.
Mm.
Stealth. Okay. You begin like quietly making your way around the corner that way. You do notice these footsteps once it's been pointed out, and you kind of begin following them down between the like back way between a couple of different stores. It makes its way past this bin of like bread that's just been kind of left there, past this bin, and then it seems to be going off down one of the other alleyways towards past like out of the town almost.
I keep going, following it.
You keep following it, and you see it begin to just walk off into the fields. It seems to be walking off into just general fields.
Can I see it?
You don't see anything. Roll a perception check, actually. Okay. What you see is these footsteps seem to make their way between a set of fields along one of the pathways, right? And it seems to just like keep going off for a certain like distance. It seems like it's going the most of the way through these sets of fields, and it could take you a couple minutes to like trace the way back.
I follow it on that. Yes, still follow it.
You continue following it. Zemnis, as you're making your way, you make your way quickly to Old Timmy, and you see that these footsteps seem to make their way just past, like, have come from just past Old Timmy's shack and just to the other side of it. You poke your head into Old Timmy's shack, and you see Old Timmy seems to be there. He's just kind of like he's just kind of resting on the way, and he looks up to you and goes, "Who are you?"
We met at some point. Do you remember your day, Timmy?
Kinda, not completely. A bit fuzzy.
What did you do yesterday?
There was a funeral, I think. That's about it. I don't remember much else.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Did you see anyone pass from outside the shack moments ago?
I don't think so. And as you say that, you see an axe come down to the right of the shack in front of you. And you hear the thud as it hits the ground. And then you see this, like, kind of muddied hand gripping the axe, pulling itself towards round the shack. You look, and you see this humanoid figure, about like 6 foot, like 5'11", long like brown hair. You see it has like a kind of like slightly crooked neck and a bit of a squint in one of his eyes. You see there's mud all over his like face and such, and you see distinctly as you look down to the axe and you see its foot like pull himself around the corner. You notice that its legs have been twisted at like the knee backwards.
Okay, so firstly I'd place the soup inside, like on the windowsill.
Place it on the windowsill.
Quickly. I'll back off. and I want to do two things.
Mhm.
One, minor illusion the window, black it out, kind of,
Mhm.
so nothing can see inside.
Mhm.
Secondly, thaumaturgy on my voice, and yell for Saril
Okay.
as
You
I'm
yell
backing
for
off.
Saril.
Can I hear it?
So we're gonna get to that in 1 second. As this like being turns the corner, it looks at you, Zemnis, and it goes, "You're not getting away so easily. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?" Okay. You feel after you shout for Saril's name, your body begin to like slowly from your eyes tense up, and like it's almost like your body is beginning to like turn to stone, but not completely. It's not actually turning to stone. You feel yourself like the blood run cold in your skin, and it's like almost slows you down. You're trying to begin to turn around and look away from this thing, but its eyes, the terror you see as you look into its eyes and see the pure anger behind it as it stares into you, into you.
The
Basically,
line from Michael Jackson's Thriller.
yes. The rest of you all hear him shout, "Saril, Saril!" You're making your way round at this point, like following these footsteps. When you come across a headstone built next to a tree. The headstone reads John Hilda Winters. And as you look down, you notice that this grave seems very distinctly
Empty.
mostly like not really empty. It's like parts of the like thing have been shoveled back, but not all of it. And you can see the coffin like is vaguely open
Fuck's
down
sake.
there. You see this, and you what are you doing?
I look around. Do I hear it first? Do I hear him?
You don't hear him yet, no.
Okay.
We're back to
I look around. Is there anything weird around me?
I mean, you see the literal muddy footsteps leading away from this,
From the coffin.
from the coffin. That is like half sticking out of the ground.
I'm gonna peek and see if the coffin is empty, if I can.
So the coffin seems to be mostly filled with soil, more than anything.
Fuck. I'm gonna stealth slowly towards the muddy footsteps.
The footsteps, basically, you've gone past a field, turned right, and there's been like this tree, and the footsteps seem to be leading from this coffin down past the field, past the entrance, past the bar, and off. So basically, you're looking at this, and the footsteps look like they're walking towards the coffin, but there's nothing in the coffin.
They're walking towards it right now?
It looks like it's walking towards the coffin.
Wait, is there something there? Nothing's there.
There's nothing in the coffin, from what you can tell, other than
No, like
there's no human standing near it, and the footsteps stop directly in front of the coffin.
I'm gonna try to dig it up.
You kind of pull at the coffin, and you like pull it, and you look through the dirt, and there's definitely nothing in the coffin. After a couple seconds of like pulling dirt out from the foot.
Fucking John, man. Fuck. I'm gonna. So it's leading towards the coffin, not away from the coffin, correct?
It looks like it's leading towards the coffin. Yes.
I'm gonna hide behind the tree.
Okay.
And wait to see if somebody comes or something.
As you begin hiding behind the tree, you hear in the distance your name being called by Zemnis. It seems like, as you're like looking back towards the town, it seems like you can vaguely see it from this angle. Not quite. It looks like there's a couple of buildings in the way, but you effectively see like a couple of buildings, like just clipping something, and then the edge of a shack, basically, in the distance. And there's a direct line of sight almost to it.
Does he sound distressed?
He definitely sounds distressed, and it's loud.
Fuck. I stop stealthing and start running towards him.
Start running towards him. Zemnis, as your body freezes up and you like hear footsteps behind you as You're not exactly sure what it is. This creature begins slowly stumbling its way towards you. It picks its axe up, and it's going to make one strike towards you with its axe. Okay? You are currently paralyzed by him, okay? Which means it has advantage. Does an 18 hit you? Oh. Hickory, does an 18 hit you?
Oh, sorry. AC, yes.
Oh, okay.
AC
so-
is 14.
The paralyzed, the way paralysis works is any hit within 5 feet of you is an automatic critical. Okay?
Serious?
This
That's
is serious.
I'm about to get one shot.
So, I'm just warning you that that is what's happening. So it's going to sound like I'm rolling a lot of dice, and that's because I am, okay? I'm warning you now.
Yo. Remember when Rage asked if you're okay with character death?
Oh wait, that's the wrong dice. I was rolling the wrong dice. That would have been bad.
Actually,
Okay.
I have the lowest HP out of anyone here.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So this axe, he brings it up over his head, and he slams it into your shoulder. And the axe itself seems to do not as much damage as you were expecting. It does, let me double check the modifier, it does a total of just the axe itself, seems to do a total of, maths, 8 slashing damage. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But as it hits you, you feel this, like, pulse of energy through you, and it utters the words, I should have known that you were going to betray me. They always do. And you take,
Total or added
No.
on to the 8?
on top of the 8,
Okay.
18 points of slashing damage.
Is he down?
I'm downed.
You
Oh,
are knocked unconscious. And that is where we are going to end the session.
oh my.
That is the worst possible time.
Nonce!
Is. But here's the thing. Somebody's missing. And I'm not
That's
sure I
true.
can play their character as well as they can. And you might need it, considering what's just happened.
So where are the rest of us in this scenario?
So you all just heard him shout for Saril, and you're all
Can we get the
in
map
bar.
up?
There is no map currently, but there will be for next session. But I mean, I can show you on the Wigley map real quick what's happening. So,
Yeah, this is what I
Basically-
meant on the Wigley map.
Each other.
okay. So you guys are at the Melting Crab, which I will
Yeah.
draw in a red shape over here. In a yellow shape, I will draw where the shack is. And then right now, where Saril is just before the shout is here,
Where is he? Rens?
the blue.
Okay.
Oh.
Fuck. I don't think I make it in
Cut me
time.
off.
I don't make it in time. There's no way I make this then.
So,
Oh boy.
Wait, I'm all the way over at the yellow and they're the blue.
yes, they're the. So no, no.
I am.
They're the
I'm
red,
the-
and
I'm
they're
the
the
blue.
blue. But during
Yeah,
this time,
actually close
people
enough.
have been making their way towards it. So Saril would have effectively gotten to about here, and you guys would have gotten about half the way. Okay?
This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be so fucking rough.
Okay, time for me to write a new character sheet. Fuck.
I think you should just in case. I think you should just in case.
Jeremy does sound like an adventurer.
Oh my god.
I just kind
Jeremy
of
just
fucked
looked in the
myself by
window.
I just kind of fucked myself by going off on my own.
Little bit.
Oh.
Little bit.
Fucking dude hit me for 26 damn.
I would like to mention.
It was a crit.
I would like to mention he low rolled almost all of the dice.
I think we
So,
need
so,
these.
so Rage,
I
you're
think-
telling me. Sorry.
I think we need these rolls done on roll 20.
Yo,
I'm not
Rage,
joking.
Rage, you're telling me.
I know, but I still think we need these rolls done on roll
But
20.
if he high rolled, he could have insta killed him.
He could have indeed insta killed him.
Cut
Yes.
them this in half.
Can you insta kill?
Yes. If you take your entire, if you take your maximum HP plus whatever you have HP left in one hit, you die instantly.
Fuck.
Okay.
Wait,
What do you
if I
mean by
take
whatever you
what?
have HP
So
left?
if you,
Okay,
if
so-
you
so-
had one
HP.
health, right?
Basically-
and then let's say you had one health, right? And then you took 1 plus your entire normal HP bar, so 22 on top of that. So 23 health. If you took like a negative of your entire health bar,
So
you
I would
died
need to take
in
double
one
my
hit.
HP
In
from
one-
full.
yeah, basically. You didn't do that, so you're rolling death saves, okay? But you're not insta-dead, which is very lucky. And yes, Valis, I realize that, like, maybe rolling things in roll 20 would be okay, but roll 20 has a tendency for being a bit weird sometimes. And spoilers. So, no.
So wait.
I'm not
So
fudging
I
dice
need,
or
I
anything,
need to
genuinely.
It's not
roll.
that. I just feel like I want to be able to see the rolls. Is all.
I need.
I
So wait.
think it's better this way because then Rage can think up what he's gonna say and then
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
tell it.
I mean, it's not like a game-changing
So,
thing. It's just
what do I
cool.
need to roll? I need to roll saving throws next, or what? What do I need to roll?
So okay, so you'll need to roll death saves as
Death
we get
saves,
into
yeah.
combat at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah.
Okay, so on your turns.
Yes.
If you roll a 10 or higher, you get a succeed,
A
right?
success. I need
Yeah.
3
You get
success.
3
If a
successes,
lower,
you don't die, but you're not awake, right? You're just unconscious.
If
you
you
get a
roll-
natural 20, you get up on 1 health. If you get a 1, you have 2 failed saves. If you get a 9 to a 2, you have 1 failed save. Here's where this now gets scary. I'm
he
warning you
hits
about
you-
this now. If he hits
hits
you, because you're on the floor right in front of him, it's going to count as a crit. A crit is 2 failed death saves. Okay?
and I'm
so
the only fucking one around. Man's
Here's
gonna
the
kill me.
terrifying possibility. And the reason why I'm saying maybe we're waiting for Sekbei for this, because it could be very terrifying, okay? If he hits you on the floor, and succeeds in hitting you, but he has advantage on hitting you, in this case, because you're prone, right? If he succeeds, that's 2 failed death saves. On your first turn, if you fail a death save, you die.
Use that.
Okay?
Better go hunting for some.
Isn't there something? He can still insta kill him if he rolls hard with his HP. No.
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
But effectively, it's an instant kill if he's failed a save.
Yeah.
So,
So you either get hit twice, fail a save and get hit, and both those scenarios you're dead.
however, if you do get a natural 20 on your first roll, you will get up with 1 health. Okay? You'll just be awake and you can do the rest of your turn. Right? Because it's the start of your turn, you roll death saves.
It's gonna be very, very close, by the way, because judging from the distance we're away, he can get a hit on you, at least 1 hit on you, for sure.
Was old
You guys have
Tommy?
a whole week.
Was old Tommy there as well?
Old
Or did
Timmy
you-
is
Yeah,
there. Yes.
I have a whole week to fucking
Contemplate
pray.
this.
Just
Don't worry.
nightmares like
I am going to be mentally dying for this whole next week as well.
Oh man.
old Timmy with carrying on.
I'm actually gonna have oh my god.
This.
I mean, I
fairly-
knew it might have.
actually, no,
I knew
I'm not
it
gonna-
might.
I'm
I
not
knew
going to call
it
this.
might have.
Go. Show you. You go.
I knew it might have been coming, like that my character dies, but holy fuck already.
This is not what I wanted. I do not want
I
any of your
assume you
characters to
didn't
die.
expect us to be going alone.
No.
It's you stayed over and me and Zemna split up.
It's just like It's
Unlucky.
like a couple of unlucky rings in a row.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting
It's
there
just
to be
made
a,
this
something
very-
like that.
Like
Yeah.
the
very
footsteps
much
went
more
away
terrifying.
from the shack. That's why I was like, "All right, it's safe to go." But then I got
Yeah,
to the shack and
honestly-
the footsteps reappeared. I'm like,
Yeah, but
Yo, honestly, Zamnas, I was expecting myself to die, like there, had more risk of dying than you,
Yeah.
because I was following the footsteps.
then you saw his legs and you realized that his legs were backwards.
Backwards,
Like
yeah.
they'd been twisted backwards.
Yeah. It's a shame as well because I thought Zell was going to be responsible for somebody's death specifically, but that might be a bit wrong now. I honestly do not want Zell to die. I don't think anybody does. So, old Timmy, where
I
you
mean,
at?
I don't think we have a reason to want Zemnis dead yet.
I don't
Yeah.
want Zemnis dead. I'm
No.
saying that as a fact. But the dice and the awkward scenario we put ourselves in has made this a little bit awkward.
how can we even? Like, I'm just gonna have to be lucky. There's
Ha.
no.
It's going to be luck, and then maybe your companions are going to be able to do it because they're currently effectively like.
How far is the
What?
actual distance?
They're like 100. They'd be about here now if they like started leaving.
I
right?
swear, I
Yeah.
swear. Part of me is
So-
dying to just say, you know what? If he crits me, and I have one death save left, and I'm about to roll badly, I'm just gonna fucking telepathically release Jax.
Christ.
But
I'm
you,
contemplating doing it.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
New big bad.
can you do that when you're unconscious?
We just quickly write in a way a
Am I able to
loophole that
communicate with
brings
Mariska
Andreas
while
back
unconscious?
to
I
life
would say
to
that
kill
when you're
Jax
like
for us.
you're like phasing in and out of consciousness because of the hit, basically.
So if I
So-
utter Jax,
Maybe. Holy shit.
So just to let you know, I'm going to write in a loophole that brings Andreas back to life. I hope that's okay.
okay, question, Rage.
Just in
If
case.
I do let Jax out, what are the chances of all the party dying?
Basically 100%, I'm pretty sure.
I think at that point we might as well just roll up a new world. I'm genuinely not even joking. Okay. Contemplate the things that you like. Okay, I'm gonna like write it down exactly. You got like 100 feet for most of you to run. Okay, it's gonna be exactly 100 feet. We're gonna be like here, right? Be 100 feet away. So like here.
That's-
Okay. You
like,
guys have run this much so
two
far.
turns?
Yeah. So you've had a couple turns, right, before he got unbunked, right? You're about 100 feet out as well, Saril, but you can't quite see it because of the angle just yet. So you'll have to like run a little bit this way and then run down, okay?
Yeah.
Contemplate what your first couple turns are going to be like, people, over the next week.
I will. Bro, I will save the fucking bitch if it takes me my fucking life.
I believe in you all, okay? You've got this.
Man. Okay.
Bruh,
Did-
you were like,
has
like
Valis-
you got this, you're gonna say, I'm just fucking...
Has Valis sort of got over his hangover?
Yeah, like I mean, you have you have your hangover still, so you you haven't got all of the horrible things, but you just have disadvantage on ability checks only.
Bro, what the fuck is Mariska gonna do?
I can survive
Just,
using my psionic die to get around with disadvantage.
The fuck is Mariska gonna do? She's got fucking Druidcraft and dancing lights. She's gonna distract him with a little fucking theater show.
okay, how much? Okay.
I believe in the clutch for next session, but yeah.
Yo, can we all meet like half an hour earlier before Rage shows
Oh,
up
for
to
sure.
discuss what we're doing?
Hey, I
Definitely.
would like
I'm
to be
down for
around
even.
for that. That sounds enjoyable. And once again, I'm with you on this, and I don't want your character to die. I don't want any of your characters to die. This was just a very awkward situation, and the way it's played out is extremely terrifying for all of us.
But yes,
okay?
I am going to
Let's
just give myself a quick loophole to bring Andreas back, just in case the world-ending
Alright.
monstrosity gets unleashed.
No.
I'm
gotta be-
fairly sure Andreas.
If a world-ending monstrosity, if you release Jex, there is a genuine high chance that I have to just create a whole new world. Okay? I'm warning you. I'm okay with you doing that, but there's
Please
a
don't.
possibility.
See,
I-
the thing is,
I-
part of me is like, you know what, if I'm dying, release checks. But part of me is like, you know, if I'm dead, my character, like, I have to make a new sheet, and like, my character is kind of gone, and I mean, it's a bummer, but fuck it. It's part of the game. If I release Jax, I'm kind of fucking everybody over.
I
I
have
mean-
30 pages of lore and backstory, so please don't.
It's up to you guys what you do in the next session.
But yes,
okay?
I'm going to give Andreas a loophole, I think. This motherfucker burned a red dragon to death. I think it's useful.
Andreas is dead.
Yeah,
Go
we
on
know
for
he's
my
dead.
I mean, Valis,
That's why
I
I'm
feel... Wait, I feel the same. When I wrote the fucking background of Zemnis at the start, it was 6,000 words long. Like, I'll fucking publish this as a short story. It's so good. I'm so proud of it, but oh my god.
Yeah.
There are always options, though.
If
There's
Zemnis ends
always
up dying,
options.
I wanna read his backstory.
Yes, sure. I guess if Kiku's okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, once I'm dead,
I
unless
don't
there's
think-
no way
Sure.
to bring me back.
I
I don't
think-
think in this
Uh,
world there is.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of bullshit to bring him back, right?
I mean, I had discussed something with Rage about
wait a
my
minute.
He's not
character.
dead
I'm
already.
doing- hold on.
Okay, hold on, guys. He's not
Wait,
yet dead.
wait.
I'm not
I've
Think
got-
about the
I've got an
thing
idea.
that's
Wait, hold a
happening
minute.
right now. Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
Oh,
Rage,
I've
what
got
do
an
you think-
idea. So
Yeah.
I am, of course, I mentioned I'm looking at doing a one shot. If Xemnas dies, I've got a great idea to use it for a one shot. Could have been good.
Saving Private Zemnis.
Saving Private
Yeah.
Zemnis.
Wait, Rage.
Yes.
I'm still. If he dies, like, like, what do you think about the idea that I mentioned to you with the semi-resurrection, but not
We'll-
really? It's more like that.
We'll
You know what
come
I'm on
to that
about.
bridge when we'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Uh.
Okay, but before that bridge, we still have several other bridges that we can burn and maybe save Zemnis. Okay,
Can give it a go.
we've still got a chance. Okay, this isn't the end. Potentially.
I hold the power to end the campaign, not Rage.
Yeah, I'm not actually very happy about that one. That's kind of concerning.
Potentially, who knows?
Like, think about it. Your DM doesn't have the power to end the campaign. One of the fucking players can just say, ah.
I mean, at any point, I can just be like, "Fuck you guys, I'm done."
Well,
But,
yeah,
like,
you can, but
I'm not
same.
going to, but you know. I mean,
So you're not going to. But if I say, yo, do it.
okay.
Oh my god, though.
Thank you guys all for watching. This is where we are.
Yeah,
going to end
thank
the
you,
stream.
thank you all for watching.
I
Thanks.
hope you guys have enjoyed. Come back next session to see what the fuck is going to happen. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.